Worked perfectly?
It did not. That's why I went back to Lowe's and I bought the bigger size. And that's about when Laura said, just come home.
I love Laura.
Oh my God,
Come home,
buddy.
Nick. Just come home.
Oh no. I am so sorry. That is way worse. From fabulous
Good. This is
Las
Pod Therapy.
Vegas, Nevada, this is Pod Therapy. Real people, real problems, real questions. If you'd like to write into our show, go to podtherapy.net or go ahead and click on the episode description of your podcast right now. There's a Google form you can click on, or you can just email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com. I'm Jim. That's Nick. That's Whitney. That's Jacob, by the way. He's been with us for 9 years.
That's
You're
the
listening to Pod
outro.
Therapy.
So just a little background.
Okay.
I was like,
Why are you upset at me? I jumped in. I was trying to help.
I'll
Why are
tell
you
you
mad
why
at
I'm
me?
upset.
Hey,
I'll tell you why I'm upset.
Hey,
I'm
Jim.
supporting you.
Hey, Jim. Great job on that intro, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Good job.
I'll tell you why I'm
I
upset.
appreciate
I'm
it.
upset because for the Patreons, you heard this story. All right, I'm already in a bad mood.
He's in a bad mood, but
Nick's
I didn't
in
do
such a
anything
bad
wrong,
mood.
man.
Poor
I'm
Nick.
supporting you.
I should
You're welcome,
not.
listeners. Nick's in a bad mood.
And I'm going to
Stepped
apologize. I'm going to apologize right now for
Thanks,
you writers that wrote in today who had the terrible misfortune
Yes.
of today being the day that we read your letter.
That's
Or
fair.
if you wrote in hoping that Nick would have a well thought out answer for your letter,
I don't.
He's
not
not
today.
gonna today.
No,
so
it's
if you
not
just, if
today.
you just drew the wrong straw today, I'm sorry. You're getting
Yeah.
Jim, Jacob, and Whitney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with Nick being
Okay.
just aggravated on the side.
And
Yes.
so, Jesus, I'm so
upset.
mad. I'm so mad.
We should have let him have more
So here's the
whiskey.
thing.
If
No,
you're wondering
so
if
then-
Nick is sincerely this upset, he is.
He is.
Genuinely
So
upset.
the three of you go to a football game and I can't go.
We
So
went to
I'm
a
at
Raider
home
game today. The three of us went to a
You
Raider
could
game today. You
go.
weren't able to
You
go.
because I'm I'm
Get us in
a
trouble.
responsible adult and I got shit I have to do.
That's right.
So I
Yes.
decide I'm going to do the responsible thing. I'm
Could've
not going to
taken a
go to the
break.
game. I'm going to do this instead.
Which we're proud of you.
And then finally, then I'm like, I don't even want to go. I don't even want to record. Fine, I'll record.
and we made you.
But then I'm like, but you guys are putting together the script. And Jim's like, not that hard. Don't do it. It's
I was
not
like,
that
Jim
hard.
sent
I'll
me
do
I mean,
it.
that's
something.
not precisely
I don't
what
know
I
what
said.
the-
And that is a direct quote of what
and
Jim
then-
said.
No
You
one
fucked
knows.
up the intro.
No
What?
one knows what this-
Okay?
I ad-libbed it. I kind of got it
Why did you have to ad-lib it?
because I don't have a script.
And why don't you have a script if it's so fucking easy?
It isn't easy. I never said it is. Why are you mad at me? I'm so sorry. I just want to make you happy. I'm so sorry.
Take two.
For all fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pod Therapy. Real people, real questions, and a real therapist. Sitting over there, it's Jim Jobin. Over there also is Whitney. I'm Nick. Welcome to Pod Therapy.
It's not even 10% better than what I did. It's not.
That was also shit. Whitney, you want to try? Or you want to sit this one out?
All right,
I'm
I'm
tapping
jumping
out.
in. I'm jumping in. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. We're done. We're done. Look, listeners, Dad's upset. Dad's had a hard day.
Nevada. This is Pod Therapy. Real people, real questions. I'm not as good as Nick Changeman, so I'm gonna hand it over
Oh
to him.
wow, the tail under the legs.
Thank
So
you.
one of you,
Just pitiful.
You're welcome.
One
I've
of
been
you-
doing this for 8 years.
Jesus
one of you
Christ.
had paid to name the studio, and I do have that, and I do apologize.
Oh, my
I don't have internet access right now. Jacob's internet's down, so I can't look it up. So we will get you next week.
Yeah.
So that's
The shithole therapy.
sorry.
Yeah.
Our
think
apologies.
that was-
You are
We'll make it up to you.
fine. So listen, everybody. Daddy's having a hard day. So we've
Daddy's
got some
got
great
his whiskey
questions.
and his
Don't you
beer.
worry. Daddy's gonna be all right. He's gonna jump in and out when he's ready to.
He's wearing his John Deere trucker hat.
That's
Oh,
right.
He's got a glass of
yeah.
whiskey. He's got a can of
Oh,
beer.
yeah.
Let Dad relax. Let Dad just get into his
wearing
vibe.
his flannel.
He's gonna be
Daddy
just
Mickey.
fine. The rest of us went to a football game today. You
We're
can
doing
hear
great.
the whole tale at patreon.com/therapy. And you can also understand what made Daddy so upset today. It wasn't Jim. All right. I know. And you just
That's-
assume it's.
No.
Wait, was
Assume
it?
it's mommy.
It was
It's not
Jim.
mommy.
It was
It
always
didn't
Jim.
start off as
What
Jim.
did I do? I did nothing. I was so respectful.
Jim can't have a good time without telling other people
Okay,
that he's
look.
having a
Here's the
good
thing.
time.
No, and here's the other
Why are
thing
you
too.
guys this on me?
Nick.
While we're at the topic,
I don't want to do
how did you guys get? So you guys went to the game.
Yes.
Then you went across the street to the bar.
We did.
How did you get back here?
Well, you
Yeah.
were kind enough to come fetch us.
Jacob asked. He said, "Hey, could you come?" And I said, "Yes, of
Yes.
course, of course, I will come pick up my friends
Wow,
from the
what
bar."
a sweetheart.
Absolutely.
Nice guy.
And Jim's like, "We ordered food, so be here, and we'll let you know when we're ready."
Oh no!
Wow,
Like,
Jim.
Wow, that backfired on me.
You know what?
You
I
did
was
that.
trying to be nice.
The best
You know
part.
what? I don't work for you.
No,
didn't even
I'll pick you up when I'm ready. to pick you up.
Great.
I'm so sad that you were upset.
Nick, I'm so happy.
Nick, are
No,
my,
Jacob,
hold on.
explain,
Nick,
please.
Hold on,
I'm
Nick.
so hard right now.
Yes, will you
Nick.
please bail me out of
Are
this?
my pickle
no, not
fries
at all.
in your car right now?
Oh no, her fries are still
My
in your
pickle
car.
fries.
Her pickle
Fucking
fries.
get them out. You are not leaving pickle
I was
fries
trying to be-
in my car.
Where are your keys?
I was trying to be helpful
Because I
because
was gonna get them for SJ.
Jacob just texted a
Where are your
generic
keys?
message.
Wait,
hold
no,
on.
Whitney,
No.
sit the fuck down. We don't give a
No.
goddamn about your pickle
Okay.
fries.
No. Now I'm upset.
Oh, there we go.
You got
Okay.
pickle fries for SJ.
Do you want them?
Did SJ come pick you up at the bar?
I will give them to. I said, does Nick want them? And they said no.
She did get pickle fries for whoever wanted them.
Yes,
and
you
I said
will.
SJ will definitely want
Yes,
them.
that
and
was
so
how
she said,
that.
"Great, I'll get
I'm
the
getting
box."
you your pickle fries,
I don't
baby.
want them.
Yeah.
Daddy,
I
you're
don't
getting the
want them.
pickle
There it
fries,
is.
Daddy.
Give
I don't
Dad his
care.
pickle fries.
No, the pickle
I don't
fries
want-
were genuinely.
Oh, she's leaving.
Will
Whitney's
anyone
gone.
want these pickle fries? And I said, "Oh, I don't know if Nick will, but SJ definitely will."
Okay.
I do not. I don't actually like pickle
So,
fries.
so there you go with that. The other side of that, though, and the reason I am so happy
Here we go.
is I texted the group chat, as I have mentioned. When I have something to say to any of the three of you, I text the group chat. I don't text any of the three of you privately. I text the group chat for all three of you.
You do. Always
And so I texted Nick. I said, "Hey, we're wrapping up here at the bar, in essence. Why don't you come by and pick us up, and then we'll record the show?"
Yes.
Nick said, "Yep, great." That was basically that text conversation.
Yep.
And then Jim chimed in.
Yes.
And
Thank
Jim
you.
chimed in with, because Nick replied with like, "Oh, I'll be there in, 30 minutes or so?"
minutes.
Yeah.
So Nick was like, "I'll be
I
there in
said, I
about
just
30
got
minutes.
home. I need to shower. I can pick you up
fine.
in 30 minutes.
So I go, "Great, 30 minutes. I'll order another. I'll order another drink. This will be
Yes.
fine.
We had a whole conversation about this.
No
Jacob.
problem." And then Jim responds to the text as well with like, "Hey, we just ordered food. We'll let you know when it's done, Nick." All this stuff. And I was like, and I said to Jim, I was like, "Why the fuck did you say anything?"
Yeah.
I had like Nick was done. We were all done with that end of the conversation.
Yes.
But Jim had to say something.
Whitney brings fries. Oh, and Nick says he doesn't want pickle fries. Okay, Whitney's gonna go pee-pee now. Go ahead, Jake.
So, and I tell Jim, I was like, why did you respond to that? The conversation was over. We were done. Nick's coming here to pick us up. He said he'd be here in about half an hour. We've ordered stuff. We'll be done in half an hour.
Right.
What's the problem? Why are you chiming in? He goes, "Well, if Nick gets here and we're not ready," I said, "If Nick gets here and we're not ready, I'll tell him, park the car, come inside, we'll order you a drink."
What a gentleman.
Yeah.
Oh, come the fuck on.
Jim says to me, "Oh, Nick would hate that."
Yeah, I said that would be rude to Nick. He's going to drive all the way over here to get us. We should be ready when he arrives.
Also
I don't-
true.
Thank
Sure.
you. And so Jacob just says, "Great, we'll get him a drink. No big deal. We'll tell him to park." And I'm like, well, don't tell Nick to park whenever he drove all the way out here to get us. Like, let's give him a heads up so he understands the timing. Let's not ask him to arrive
Yeah, but
until
giving
we're
him the
ready.
heads up could potentially look like we're letting Nick know what's going on as though he works for us.
I meant it out of respect. I was texting you out of respect because I didn't want you to get there and then us be like, "Oh shit, we haven't paid our bill." You know, so I didn't want you were coming out of your way. And so I wanted to be like, "Oh, hey bud, here's exactly where we're at, with the timing." I didn't mean it to sound like I don't care what you're up to here. I didn't mean it to sound
Nick,
like
I
that.
did mean
Okay.
it like that.
I know.
I meant it to sound like
Jacob
that.
and I got into a 20-minute conversation about this at the bar.
I was like,
Where
why,
he was
why are you saying
like,
anything?
Good.
Yeah, he was like, "No big deal. Nick arrives, and I tell him, great, pull the car aside, come on in, we'll get you a
If
beer.
we're not ready.
Yeah, if it doesn't
The
line up.
plan is we'll be ready.
But I was anxious, and I was like, oh no, I would hate
but
for
no,
Nick
here's
to
what I
get
say.
here
I say,
and
like,
us not be ready.
But here's what I say. I say the plan is we're going to be ready. Nick has said he's going to be here in about half an hour.
Yes.
So my plan is
I love
I
us
will
to
be
talk
ready
about
to
this.
go in about half an hour.
Yes.
And then if we are not
Which
ready
was
to go,
generous.
then
That lady
I will
was
go.
slow.
But if we are not ready
She
to go in
was
half an
slow.
hour and Nick shows up, then I will pivot to plan B.
Yeah.
But I don't need to tell Nick about the potential of plan B
Okay.
before he's left his house.
But Nick, do you understand the psychology of this? Like,
my God.
here's
I do.
Jacob, who's like, "It'll be fine."
Eat the pickle
Nick
first.
will adapt, and here's me being like, "I don't want Nick to adapt. He's going out of his way. We should adapt." And so I'm texting you to be like, play by play. Here's what's going on. But then you heard me texting, and it came off as demanding. When I was trying
It
to
came
be like,
off a little bit like, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do.
I was trying to be informative. I was trying to give you more
It
information.
did not come off informative.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry.
Nick, let me just ask you a question before we get to the listener question.
Yeah,
and that is in my text message with you, in our text conversation back and forth that we had already had we already handled it?
Yes.
It was done, right?
It was done.
Oh, Christ.
And yet it was continued.
I was only trying to be more kind.
Yes, and I hesitate to bring it up because I know this is only going to cause more anxiety.
This is going to be a mistake, Nick.
Here we go.
This is a mistake. I know what you're about to say.
Yeah.
I know what
Go
you're about to say.
ahead.
And it's a mistake.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Get
no,
it
no,
out there.
No, that was it. I mean, that was the thing that I was hesitant to bring up, but I did
Okay.
already. Because I also need to express myself. My feelings are valid too.
Your
I
feelings
agree.
are
I
very
need to
valid.
express my feelings.
I
every
was
once in a
worried
while.
about your feelings because I knew you had a hard day. I did not vote.
How did
Brother,
Jim know
you don't
had a
even
hard day?
understand the day I've had.
Let me tell you
about a screen
door.
I believe. So I just want to be clear. It was Jacob who, out of nowhere, asked you to come get us. It was not me. I didn't.
Oh, I
ask.
understand that.
Okay. I just want to be clear.
Yeah.
I feel like
would
everybody was
never.
very clear.
You had been very clear in your text. Hey, man, I need a break. Leave me alone. And I was like, done. And I told Whitney and Jacob, hey, guys, Nick's having a long day today. Let's check him out. We're going to do this ourselves. We got this.
But you know what didn't happen?
5 seconds later, fucking Jacob texts you.
But you
He
know
goes,
what didn't
hey,
happen?
bud, come pick us up.
Is Nick didn't text me and say, hey, I'm going to take tonight off and now I need a break.
Yes. I just
And
want to
so
be clear.
I just responded as though Nick hadn't texted
He
me.
gave two shits.
And that's what I did.
Like, I tried. He didn't care at all. It was just
I just responded with
anarchy.
the information that Nick had given me.
Fucking anarchy. We got Christmas
All right.
cards.
Let's
No
leave
one,
Nick
no
alone.
one outside of this room gives a shit about what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
let's leave
Okay.
Nick alone now.
Okay.
That's enough.
We got Christmas cards from a bunch of you. Thank you for sending them. If you're wondering how to send us gifts or Christmas cards, it's in our Discord. We have a whole channel
PlayStation
called
5 boxes.
Address. And so people utilized it this year. And we got a Christmas card. Oh, my God, this is so cute. From, this is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Mikens, I want to say. Tyler, Emma, our intern, Tonka, the pony,
See?
and Resolute.
I want to see.
I don't feel good about that.
Give me that.
Who's resolute?
Yeah, who the fuck is
Oh
Resolute?
my god,
exactly.
this is adorable.
I believe it's Pony Soprano.
I believe it is.
So I'm very disappointed in that. Got another beautiful card.
Thank you, Emma.
Aw, thanks,
from
Emma.
Andrew, Carey, Alex, Henry, and Beaver Maynard.
The beef.
Happy holidays,
Frozen
happy New Year.
Cusser.
From
Oh, yeah.
Frozen Cusser. Love Frozen Cusser.
Thank you so much.
Love those cards. We've got Merry Christmas 2025. You chose to like us, comma, the Andersons.
Wow, Liam chose.
I
us.
love, look at all these puppy pictures,
Let me
Whitney.
see,
There's
let me
really
see.
cute puppy pictures.
I never made that choice.
One of my favorite
gosh,
cards of the year. I always get a card from the Andersons and always with their puppies.
Way to rub it in, Jim.
Merry Chris Bosch and the guys.
Yeah.
Lots of lovey pictures here. Happy holidays with love. Rachel, aka Maple Raisin Scoop.
Oh,
nice.
Very
Love it.
cute.
Thank you.
Love it.
Chris
Much,
Bosch.
yeah, Merry Chris
Merry
Bosch.
Chris Bosch.
Much love to you and in everything you do. Luke, Angie, Pierce, and Frank. Love that one. Very cute card. So you got a lot of cute cards here. This one also
They're
a great
adorable.
card where everybody's wearing tuxedos and yet has no pants.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Raisin
Very
scoop.
solid.
Bravo.
Very solid card.
No pants.
Way to go all in on the sophistication, and yet go ahead and just remove that little dash.
You know what would be great if there was also a Viking helmet in this picture? Oh,
that would
there
work.
is. Look
Oh,
at that.
is there? Fantastic.
If you want to send us
always
some
wanna see
physical
that.
mail, Pod Therapy, care of Ice Cream Social, 4262 Blue Diamond Road, Suite 102-318, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89139.
There it is. Hit rewind, listen to it again. We do have a post office box. We've got another Christmas card here, 2025. Peace, love, joy, and family. Best wishes for the holiday season and upcoming year. Love the Nilsson family. This is your buddy. This is your buddy, Whitney, Mike Nilsson.
Oh, Mike,
yeah,
yes.
he was a lot of fun
Hey,
at Scoop Fest. A
Mike.
lot of
Give me a hug
fun.
next time.
Cute kiddos there with Halloween costumes and the whole bit.
Oh my god, the cats.
It's
Oh
so
my
cute.
gosh.
It's so cute.
I love
Merry
this.
Christmas 2025.
Aw,
This
thanks,
is the
Mike.
Andersons card. Okay. Then we've got one here. It says Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell. And then
Sonic
there's a
with the
picture of
rings.
a
I'm sorry.
rock with a Santa hat. Nick, Jim, Whitney, and Jacob, I'm so glad to count you all as my friends, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the support and love to the community over the years. Love you all sexually. Mary, Mary, Chris Bosch, fucking you in the face. Hugs and kisses. Tess.
Thanks, Tess.
Oh, thank you, Tess.
You're
I
the
believe Tess
sweetest.
means that. I believe
Yeah.
Tess means
I believe
it.
Tess
Yeah,
when she says things.
I believe women personally. I mean,
Especially
that's
Tess.
where I'm at. But Tess, when she says she loves us sexually, I think she does. I feel like she wouldn't just joke about that kind of
No,
thing.
she
She means
wouldn't.
it.
She
She
wouldn't.
loves us sexually.
No, she's serious.
Another card, happiest holidays, fucking you in the face, mass hole scoop. Cute little pictures of kiddos there.
Aw, let me see.
Really
Let me
cute.
see.
Handing them over to Whitney there to see
Jacob,
the cute
your
kiddos.
dogs love you. I just thought you should know
Jacob's
that.
doggies are chasing
They're
him
begging
around
him to-
as we
to
talk.
Pick him up.
Got another holiday card here. Have a wonderful holiday season, and we
Mass
hope
hole scoop.
to see you in 2026. Amy, Carl, Jack, Claire, and Molly, and Mac, Floof,
These are
Kevin,
so- I love
Todd,
the
and
picture
Lucky.
cards.
That's a cute little picture of the kiddos in front of an ice cream truck. We got season's
Jim,
greetings.
you,
Andrew.
You own an ice cream truck, right? And
I-
you like
I'm
would
all
lure
about
children
it. I
into it?
love. Okay, so lure is a strong word. Invite,
but strong.
Invite. I feel like encourage. Share.
I mean, Jim would say he's just a good salesman.
I feel like, yeah. Why am I being punished for being good at my
Ice
job?
cream truck,
Okay,
get the
it's hard to be an
nuts.
entrepreneur. All right, you don't know what it's like. Season's greetings, Andrew, Carey,
In
Alex,
China, it's called being a job recruiter.
Henry, and Beaver. Merry Chris
Child labor
Bosch.
joke.
Happy New Year from Frozen Cusser.
Frozen Cusser.
Andrew and Scoop Luga, aka
These
Carrie.
are the best Christmas cards.
Couple
The
of cards
animals,
left.
The kids,
They're
I love
so
it all.
cute. So many good cards. We love getting
you so
these
much.
This
things.
is so sweet.
Happy New Year. All my best for 2026 from Lassay. Great card,
I didn't see that one. Send
Lassay.
it over here.
Oh shit! Okay, I'll hand it to you in just a second. Snowbucks
It's French
coffee.
for
Can we
Lassay.
trade this for an
Dutch.
iced
Okay,
coffee? It's
got
a
it.
snowman who's melting. And it says, wishing you a latte joy this holiday season.
a latte.
I'm sending in this card because maybe, despite being a loyal Patreon member, I can get Jacob to finally say my name.
I think Jim is just reading Ice Cream Social Christmas cards that he found sitting where he's sitting now.
Very possible. I found them.
I thought this was.
I-
we
I was
never,
like, this
we never
seems
get
like
this
more
much
Christmas
mail.
cards than I handed to you.
This is hilarious.
Pretty
Do
soon
not
as-
know.
Jacob is just
I
like,
am
and-
just reading them.
Do you and SJ have any personal ones?
Yeah. If they're in my chair, I fucking read them.
I love you, son.
Love mom. We also got an ice penis mold
That's for Jim.
to mold icy penises for our drinks.
that's for whiskeys.
Lovely. We got an Sigmund Freud's oral fixation chapstick. Yep, that's a good one there.
Good.
I like that a lot. Very
I'm keeping
fun.
the penis mold, by the way.
As you should. We have Freudian Slips card game here. Sigmund Freud's Freudian Slips. All sorts of really fun sticky notes that you can add to your desk. We've got the 12 Nights of Cocktails. box. That is a really good time.
That's cool.
I'm really excited for that one. And as I struggle to open up this fucking
What is this?
metal
12
can,
nights of
Jesus
cocktails
Christ.
like an advent calendar with booze?
I wish. It looks almost like
I'm
going to
hand this to Jacob
think it
because
might be.
this needs a knife
a
because shut up, it's got tape. Jesus Christ, Whitney. You don't have to question my masculinity. There's
Wuss.
fucking tape. Tape is designed to
Now
stop
I'm
me
going to
from
take this
getting
part
into
without
it.
a knife.
Okay. While Jacob's opening that, I've also got
There we
some
go.
Wow, he opened that so
socks.
easily.
We've got My Therapist Voice socks. Really
Aw.
cute. I like these. These are really adorable. They're nice dress socks. They say, "Don't make me use my therapist voice." Oh, that is legitimate. I enjoy these. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. So many fun gifts.
There are cookies in this tin of thing over here.
There it is.
Oh.
Okay, so we got some cookies.
I
Okay,
need a
Jacob's
cookie.
eating that cookie and living his best goddamn life. While the rest of us
Gracias.
have no cookies. Okay, he's
Yeah,
passing them around.
Take that, Jimmy.
Thank you, everybody who sent us in. Oh, what? Oh, Jesus! Oh my God!
You got
oh,
a gas
wow,
from
these are
Whitney.
beautiful. Oh my God!
Here you go. Nick.
God damn!
Here you go, Nick.
Wow.
Take the cookie.
That's a really good cookie. Wow,
Oh my god.
This is the part of the show where we eat cookies
Short
in the
Yep.
microphone.
that's it.
Who
Got
sent these? These are great.
These are really good cookies. I can
Actually,
barely taste the mushrooms. Can you taste them?
What about the oral fixation lip balm?
Jesus,
Oh,
we
no, I
should.
can taste them.
Who sent us all this?
I don't know, bro. I didn't read any of it. I just opened it.
You are an idiot.
Yeah.
Right at all.
Thank you, people. You sent us this.
I hate you so much.
This
We
was all
should
in
not
one
just
box.
eat fucking food that just arrives to us in cans. Like that doesn't.
Oh,
seem
that's
like
all
a-
I do.
It doesn't seem like a smart idea. Oh my God! All
Does
right,
anyone have any questions for us?
we do. So we are excited to answer some new questions from listeners as we launch into January. And this week's trivia, by the way, instead of it being trivia, we have Ask Me Anything questions from our Discord, which we do from time to time. You can go check it out at patreon.com/therapy. If you're signed up, you get free access to our Discord at any giving level, and you can join in. And so from time to time, we jump in, we post photos of what we're up to in the world. We're not really excited to post a lot on social media, so we tend to post inside of our gated community at Discord. And so folks got to see our football photos today. They didn't really get to see Nick's painting or door photos for obvious reasons. Just enjoy your chocolate, bud.
He was
enjoy your-
bottomless the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just straight up Winnie the Poohing.
Yeah. Try
as-
to fix a screen door any other way, Jacob.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
There's no other way, Nick. Okay?
Well, the pants can get caught.
You got to press it in there.
Yeah. You know.
Winnie the Pooh or nothing.
Anyway, we've got some great questions for today's show, and we're leading off the order today with moving away from Fiancé. Here's the question. My fiancé and I have been together for nearly 7 years. We've built a life together. We own a house, have pets, and are supposed to be getting married in 6 months. From the outside, everything looks stable, but inside, I'm falling apart, trying to carry all of it. I was just offered a major promotion at work. It's been a big step forward and something I've been working toward for over 2 years. It would mean moving to a new city, but also comes with a pay increase that would double my current salary.
All right.
Also, a chance to move forward into a more senior role. It's the kind of opportunity that
Oh, it's
doesn't...
in Mexico.
Aha, senor.
A senor
Thank
role.
you. Into a more senor role. It's the kind of opportunity that doesn't come around often, and I'm very young to get the offer. When I brought it up to my partner, he basically shut it down. He said he isn't ready to move for at least 6 months and would prefer to never move. Unfortunately, the company needs an answer soon, and my current role is being eliminated in 2 months. I won't have a job if I continue to wait. This promotion has made me confront some other issues in our relationship. I've been carrying the emotional and household labor in our relationship for a long time. I planned the wedding. I do the majority of the household labor day to day. I manage our pets, and I built our social life. I also support us financially and emotionally. He absolutely contributes financially. He owns the house and helps with logistics. But the day-to-day chores and work is on me. Emotionally, I also don't feel very supported. When I'm upset or struggling, he tends to withdraw or ignore it. If I try to share what I'm going through, he'll change the subject or make a joke. I've tried to explain what I need: presence, care, curiosity, a little warmth. It rarely happens. When I bring this up, he gets defensive and frustrated. Now, with this job offer on the table, I feel completely stuck. If I stay, I feel like I'm giving up an amazing opportunity. But if I go, it might mean ending a relationship I've poured years of love and effort into. Any recommendations from people that have been in this position? Note, the job is in another state. I'm looking at up to $200,000 of income, and it's closer to my family. My fiance can also keep his job with this move. He owns the house, and I pay rent. 50-50 on all the other bills and expenses. Thanks. No pronouns listed.
Oh my gosh. Woo.
Oh God, this is. Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Let's hear it from you.
What's the thing, Nick?
Does your partner paint?
No, I'm upset
Give
that
me a
this
cookie
came in
jar.
on a day where I'm in a bad mood. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel like I'm not doing it justice.
Deep breath there,
but
Tangerine.
I'm gonna pull it together. I'm gonna be a professional.
That a boy.
I wanna hear Nick's
That a
response on
boy.
all these first.
While the three of you try to act sober, I'm gonna try to act calm.
Thanks, bud.
I don't know why you're tearing your sleeves off your shirt as you're saying
It's
that.
weird that you're doing that.
Very confusing.
Well, it's weird that I came in with a shirt that already has sleeves.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
true. It's
That
true.
is
That's the weird part.
Also
Normally, you do not.
Non-ripped sleeves.
Yeah.
No, this sucks. I'm sorry you have to go through this because this is a shitty situation.
Mm-hmm.
Man, doubling your income? Like, holy shit.
That's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
Plus $200K? Damn.
There's God, there's not a whole lot I wouldn't do for $200K.
All right.
Which
New
tells
game.
you-
Let's list things until we find
if you wanna
something
hear-
we're
if you
not
wanna
willing
hear-
to do.
If you want this to turn into how sad Nick's life really is,
Go
Like-
on.
Oh no, there's very
the
little I
things
won't.
that I would
If
do
you
for
had
$200K.
Oh no, there's very
Name
little I
it.
won't do for $200,000.
Name
Yeah.
it.
I will murder Whitney right now.
Okay.
What? I need to leave.
Well,
I
hold
think.
on.
It's
First
raining
off,
out there.
50.
I need to call my Uber.
I will help
130.
you. Okay.
125.
120.
I think I do need to leave now.
Can I get a 20% tip if I help
I'm
you?
calling my Uber.
No.
We can
you
use
can't.
my car. Hold on.
Wait,
we'll use my
Jim,
car.
How much of it?
I also
You're
have a
on my
whole
side.
box full of lime.
Wait.
Jim,
I don't know if that's
Do
useful.
you have a garden hose?
No.
Why
Oh,
does
then
Jim
you're
know
out.
that
I can't
lime
figure
is
out how to hook it
valuable?
up. It just never stops spraying. Like I attach it, it
That's
just
what she
sprays
said.
everywhere. Go
I
on, Nick.
think if you, God, I wouldn't blame you for taking the job, you know?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, too. Like, I don't know, with the writer, I don't know how old you are.
Young, they said.
yeah, I mean,
young
sounds-
Nick.
sounds
so
young.
younger than 40.
Sounds young.
Damn.
I
Just a
remember
baby.
when I got
And I was
divorced.
young.
I remember.
God, I
those
feel
days.
like this is almost.
How old were you when you got divorced, Nick? Tell me.
Oh,
Which time?
There it is. There it is. He said
Beat you
it,
to
so
it.
it's fine that I said it.
the second time. Second
It was
time.
about 15 years ago, I think.
No, not that old.
No.
No, it was.
The second time?
Uh,
No, it was probably.
it was
I
10
met you
It
when
was
you were
10.
still
it was
married.
2015.
Yeah, it was 10
It
years
was
ago.
2015.
Because my daughter was just born.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're interrupting Whitney's dinner, everyone.
Yeah,
Please,
yeah,
Whitney,
yeah.
continue your dinner
Go-
before
Go
we
ahead and
keep
move the
recording this
microphone away from
podcast.
your mouth while you enjoy your fucking cookies,
I want
Whitney.
those cookies.
No,
Jesus.
but I remember at that time. So yeah, I would have been 34.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the hardest things for me to accept was to be like, I'm 34. I'm too old to find somebody new. I'm too old to start a new relationship. And now looking back at that at 44,
Laughable.
it's like, oh, Nick, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're okay.
You're fine. And so I guess what I'm kind of getting at with that is, and I don't want to influence you one way or the other, writer, but if you're having these thoughts of like, I really want to take this job, but you said in your letter, like, I don't want to lose this relationship that I've committed so much time to. Don't get into the sunken cost fallacy.
That's where I was going to go exactly. Sunken cost fallacy.
Go further. Explain that.
I mean, the sunken cost fallacy, it's a thought fallacy, basically, where you feel like I've invested this much into it, now I have to see it through. No, you don't. You don't have to see anything through.
You don't leave.
And there's a lot of life left to live. And I don't want to say like you should definitely end this relationship and pursue your career. Whatever you choose, I think I would support you. But
what is the number that you would be offered for a job somewhere else in the country that your fiance would be unable to follow you for? You would say, you know what? What is that number?
I would be on the opposite end of this.
Go on.
What do you mean?
Well, because I like it here and I want to stay here.
So
Laura was born and raised here.
Right.
She
does not have any attachment to Las Vegas.
But she's born and raised here. She doesn't have an attachment.
No, but she's over it.
She doesn't.
That'll happen.
She's over it.
Nick's from Iowa, which is a
family
shithole, as I'm sure you're aware. So for him, he's like, "Oh my god, I've reached the promised land. There's no fucking."
But
snow.
we also don't know about Ryder's partner.
Yes.
Either.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We know Ryder's partner owns the house.
Yes.
And can obviously work from wherever.
Right.
Sounds like.
But we don't
That's
know.
my thing. Why
We
don't
don't
they
know
wanna
what the
leave?
income for Ryder's partner is.
Okay.
Right.
And so we don't know what their life at home is right
But
now.
Ryder says they're carrying the bills. Like
Yes.
they do the majority.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's
important.
50-50.
No, they said 50-50.
Good point. Yeah.
Because they said they're paying rent to
Did say
the partner who owns the house.
Yeah.
Yes, which is meaningful.
No, I mean,
which I can appreciate partner, because if I'm like, my partner, if I'm Ryder's spouse or partner,
Right.
and my partner is saying, oh my god, I have this opportunity to go get a buttload of money somewhere
Mm-hmm.
else. Mentally, I'm factoring in like, but I own the house here,
Yeah, you're
Right.
renting
and
that
I'm
shit
not
out.
trying to sell this house. Like that does change the equation,
that
right?
shit out.
going from, Ryder said doubling, so we'll say Ryder's making $100,000 where they are right now.
Sure.
And they'll make $200,000 where they're going.
Good money.
If partner is making $30,000 a year,
Okay.
that's one thing. If partner is also making $100,000 a year,
Ooh, good
Sure.
point.
that's a different thing.
Or like
But what if they could
80.
make still
That's,
100,000?
but I'm saying, like, if they're making
Yeah.
$200,000 a year where they are right now, maybe partner is. I'm just saying we don't have all the.
Well,
fair.
the other
We're
thing
missing
that-
some data on
The
this.
other thing that we're doing too is we're trying to be logical in an
Yeah.
emotional situation.
Right. That's exactly
Good
right.
But that's
yeah,
why
you're
I'm glad
right.
you brought up
Good
the
point.
sunken cost fallacy, because I think that is a very relatable feeling of like, I've invested in this person emotionally,
Sure.
maybe financially, physically, all these other things,
All
but
the
really
things.
emotionally is the bottom line. Like,
Right.
I'm in this relationship. Say you're in a relationship and maybe everything else is equal, but then you could have more money potentially. Your partner can still do the same thing they can do in another state.
Yeah.
Like, do you move?
Okay, so Whitney, what's your number? So, like, you get a phone call.
200,000, I think.
There's
is the
a
number.
millionaire.
200,000 people?
Yeah. Wow.
what?
Oh,
That's
was
a
that the
high
num- what's
body
the number?
count.
Oh,
it's
what
a
number are we
really
talking
big
about?
body count. I'll be honest with you.
200K.
Yeah.
buddy.
I mean, that's a lot of people every day. You get a call, millionaire from another state. He says, there it is.
Wait,
Name
what's that Demi
your
Moore movie?
price.
What's that Demi Moore?
Oh, it's not a Demi
Woody
Moore movie. It's a
Harrelson.
Julia.
No,
it's fucking Pretty
Woody
Woman.
Harrelson and Demi Moore, and you know the movie.
No, he
you
doesn't.
Know it.
He doesn't watch Woody Harrelson
I'm
or
sorry I
Demi
made that
Moore
joke.
movies.
I'm sorry.
Are you talking about Striptease?
No.
Striptease is the
No.
only movie Demi Moore's ever been
No.
in.
Who gives a shit? Let's get back to the letter.
Okay.
No, it's the movie where like a rich guy says, "Let me sleep with you."
That's fucking Pretty Woman.
No, it's
No.
Indecent Proposal.
No,
shit.
Nick. I'm pretty sure it's Pretty Woman.
No, it's Indy. No, Nick.
God, I hate how you guys suck me into this shit.
The Lego movie.
sucking you, and I was actually asking.
Jim
Nick.
and Whitney are genuinely confused. I'm egging it on. Nick buys into all of it and then gets mad.
Okay.
So we're in Indecent Proposal.
Okay, no, we're not, Whitney. Nobody's trying to fuck you in this situation. Why do you always have to take it there?
I wish they were.
That's on you, okay? Somebody's offering you a
should be.
legitimate
Someone
job,
should
a
be.
W-2.
I'm attractive. Someone should try to fuck
God
me.
damn, women
on,
are always
Jim.
like, oh, somebody else $1 million to fuck me. Like, no, nobody's going to offer you that. So,
But
like,
you're
you have to
being
really
offered
work
that
for your
in
money.
Another city, they're just not the Harrison Ford or whatever his
Fine.
name is. Like,
What is the number
It's Harrison Ford.
that any of us in this
That's
room would have to be offered to accept a distance relationship? Let's assume a reality
Does
in which
your
you're
gender
not
matter
breaking
here?
up with your partner,
Oh.
but you're saying, hey,
I see what you mean.
I'm going to go
long
work in the
distance?
oil fields
Yeah.
in this other
for
state.
$180K for the year.
Yeah, this is a stupid amount of money.
Realistically, like in addition to what we're already making, would probably be $3,200.
Okay. $3,000.
$3,200
annual.
Whatever,
Okay,
Jacob.
okay.
Wait, are
okay.
you making that or are you giving
That's
that?
an addition.
Yes.
Are you okay? Either way, Jacob's fine.
So
with
Jacob
it.
just wants
A
to be
liar.
this.
Babe, I've been called by NASA.
Wait,
I
I
just love for this conversation to be over.
You
They
know you
need
can just sign up
oil
for
rig
the
guys
military.
like me to fucking
I want to hear
save
Jim's
America.
answer.
Oh, it's less than you think. It's less than you want it
My wife
to
and I
be.
leave each other on a regular basis for weeks and or
For
months
money.
at a
That is
time.
Yeah, you
For
already
money.
kind of have that.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing too is like we have to also understand that there's going to be resentment.
Very
That's
good
the other
point.
thing I think
Sure.
you have to factor in because, I mean, you could just say like, okay, you know, this relationship means a lot to me. That's perfectly fine. But like, can you do that and not be resentful? And
That's the
for
thing. Is it
Wait,
possible to continue on with where you are right now
Right.
and
Yeah.
not be pissed off about it in a year?
Well,
Yeah.
and the writer talks about like saying, look, I'm quite young to get this opportunity.
Sure.
This is a door opening in my career. I mean, and I want to respect that. That's significant. This is a lot of money. And I feel like there's some industries where it's, you know, it's probably not considered a crazy amount of money. And I want to respect that. But like for the writer to 2x your income,
Yeah.
to step to a more senior role when you're quite young and you've really earned this is significant. And I don't want to downplay
it is and it
that.
isn't because like
It depends on what you do with it.
yeah,
Okay.
well, not only
my
that, but
opinion.
we have to understand like doubling 30,000 a year versus doubling 100,000 a year
Yeah.
Right.
is a big difference. I don't
I
think those
agree.
are, even though they're both doubled, I don't think they're equivalent.
Okay.
Well, 30,000 is less than 100,000.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just math that I just did off the top of my
Solid
head.
in your
You
head.
did not. I saw
I
you
did.
pull up the
I
calculator.
know, I did.
I did. No, I was using a calculator for something different.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay.
unrelated.
All right, yeah,
Okay.
Unrelated.
Yeah, he was just figuring out what day it
30,000
is.
less than 100,000. Well,
yeah.
let me say it again.
Allegedly.
So what's your point with that, though, Nick? Like, okay, so there's clearly a quantity piece of this that matters quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it just, you know, it's an exponential difference. You know, I think if, and I don't know, like I could see it from the other person's perspective. Like if
Why?
I'm the,
What is their purpose? And like not
Well,
wanting. I just don't want to move. I don't want to do this. Like that's wild to me.
Well,
Like,
we don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it
we
could
don't,
be,
we don't know what the partner's
you know, the
thinking.
person could also be close to their family. Maybe their family's nearby
Solid.
too. And,
Yeah,
you know,
good point.
it could just be,
Or it could just be like as simple as we've got a pretty okay life right now. Why are we trying to upend it?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and the writer says, look, you know, as I've thought about this promotion, I'm confronting issues in our relationship. I'm carrying the emotional and household labor in our relationship long time,
That's important to
day
listen
to
to.
day. I plan the wedding. I do the majority of our household labor. I manage our pets. I build
So-
our social life. I support us financially. The person seems to be taking inventory of like where the relationship's at.
and they're not married yet.
Yeah.
It's fiancé.
yeah. I
Gosh,
mean,
that's heavy.
it
Which
seems
isn't-
like this is just the thing that gets the writer to think about other things that are.
Well,
Which,
and-
which also isn't that uncommon for somebody who's getting
Really?
married.
Yeah.
Really, I feel like I was.
I mean, cold feet, right?
Right.
Just getting a little cold feet?
Ooh, cold feet. I
Here's
don't
where
know.
Whitney
I don't
tells
feel
us
like.
she would have left Peter for a Slurpee.
Yeah, you know that was
Hashtag
ice
save
cold.
Peter.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I
would have?
tried to save Peter today. He would not come to the football
He
game.
said no. He
Okay.
knows better.
I
he
tried.
knows I'll whip his ass.
I invited
He
him.
comes
This
to
was
the
That's
his
right.
team and everything.
As the sober person in the room, Peter, Yeah, you made the right call.
You're just jealous.
I know. Jim was like, Peter could be your ghost
That's
person.
apparently
Peter's
how I
like,
scared him
"Fuck
off. So I
said
in the
no.
text I was like, "Oh, bring Peter. This is his team. He'll have a great time. Also, let's have him on the shows. #Save Peter." Apparently, that last bit was him being like, "Oh no, fuck all the way."
Peter
off.
goes, I
Like,
thought about this already.
0%
and I do not
chance
want
I'm
to
gonna
be
be
on
on
the show
Pod
tonight.
Therapy. I'm
Y'all,
out.
I'm just going to tell you because I know he's not listening right now because he's going through his
He's
own
a
shit.
patron.
He is, but he is not ready to be on this show. He is so paranoid about
I
what he
get it.
sounds like. I'm like,
Peter,
stop,
you're on the right
it's
side of
okay.
this. But
You're
okay, if I may, before you complete your thought.
No.
Okay.
Fuck you, Peter.
Thanks. Before Whitney completes her thought, Peter, I just want to be clear. Buddy, I like you. Okay? Every time I've hung out with you, I think you're the best.
Jacob doesn't.
I want to hang out with you.
Jim
You
does.
do not have to be on the show.
Nick just does.
You don't have to be on the show. Just come
do, yeah.
come
You
to
just do.
football,
He's
buddy.
like, he's friends with Nick. I'm
Come
like,
to
yeah,
football.
because he likes Nick.
Drive Whitney home. You can
Fuck
just
you,
hang
Peter.
out in the room, drink drinks, and we
Fuck
will
you.
not even put a
You
microphone
could
in
have been
front of
drinking
you.
in the other room right now.
Fuck.
You could have been just hanging out. Anyway,
Peter.
that's the end
He
of my
could have been
thought.
by the koi
I just want to
pond.
be pro Peter, okay?
Nobody likes you, Peter.
Oh no. Whitney's just drinking now.
No,
She's
I feel like
sliding down the hill.
this is such a complicated situation because I feel like when we invest in a person, we want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Good point.
You want to like believe in them. And so you believe they have the best intentions. And that is a very tough decision to make.
Right.
But my perspective hearing you out is that you've said your partner could do their job from anywhere. Why are we resisting that additional income? Is there a reason? If there's a reason, fine. If the writer or their partner, their fiance is like, oh, you know what? Where you can move to make double, cost double to live.
Okay, good point.
Yeah.
That
Sure,
might be a
that's true.
thing. You want to
Fair.
move to San Francisco?
Oh yeah.
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 We live in Des Moines. You want to move to San Francisco?
Yeah.
That's a big change.
That
That's a
eats
big
all
change.
the money. That money doesn't have any value.
It's not though. I mean, Des Moines come a long way. It's a nice place.
Oh, okay. Is that in
It's-
Iowa? Is that
yeah.
what we're talking about?
You
Okay,
fucking know
Des Moines. Is that?
It's
is that-
French,
Anyway.
asshole.
Oh, is Iowa France? Okay, I didn't
one,
realize how sophisticated you.
Le Tropicana?
Yeah. Corn.
But no, part of me does. You didn't,
I mean, that's a good point though, because
you didn't
like,
mention where you're moving
because
to.
Right.
yeah, like if my job offered me like, hey, we're gonna transfer you to Honolulu,
Right.
like I'd be like, fuck yes, I
That's the
would
best.
love to live in Hawaii. That's like living in paradise.
3x the cost of living.
Exactly, but
Right.
like I need more money.
Right.
Yeah.
You
and they're like,
you're-
we're going to pay you the same,
Yeah.
but we're going
And
to
if
move
they're
you
like,
there.
oh yeah, we're gonna pay you
No,
50%
fuck no.
more, but it's 3x
yeah,
to live there.
homeless
It's like,
people in
what?
Hawaii make more than I do.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
for
no.
sure.
So I think it matters where you're moving to. That's one of my points. But
Des Moines average home price is right around $200,000, Nick.
Oh.
So they have indeed come up.
Oh boy.
the come up,
San
it's not
Francisco
100,000.
San Francisco average home price $1.3 million.
Okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't measure love.
That's
Oh,
true.
It's a solid
That's
point.
true. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm looking again.
Oh.
It actually did measure love.
Oh, it does.
Wow.
Love was considered.
Nick, how do you
I'm
feel
glad they
about
have that index now on Zillow.
Yeah.
Because usually they don't. So that's great.
Love factored in.
Yeah.
But let's say all things are equal. Why is your partner resistant to this? Maybe it's family, maybe it's whatever. But if you are mentioning to us on this random ass podcast, like,
Random.
hey, there are
Jesus,
these.
Whitney.
You're welcome,
we're
Jim.
Established, I think.
There are
random
these
at all.
other things that are playing a part. To me, I hear that as like, oh, you've already clocked. There are other issues,
Right.
So like, you're already feeling that there's resistance there. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
go ahead and drink. It's time to get yourself a couples counselor.
Oh, there it is.
Drink.
Drink.
Go ahead.
Couples counselor.
There
Finish your
it
drink.
is.
Get yourself a couples
I was
couples
resisting
counselor.
saying it. I'm glad he did.
I mean,
I'm glad
you
Jacob
gotta. If you're worried about it, you're
There's
either
a
going to
reason.
carry a grudge on this,
Yes.
or you're going to blow something up that you don't want to blow up otherwise.
correct.
Go sit down and talk to somebody about this. This is not something to make a spur of the moment decision on. It's your fiance. Y'all have got a lot of time put into this already. Go sit down.
I like
talk
that.
to somebody. Figure out your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I love that 100. You know, the thing to me is there is no correct answer because every couple's different, right? No, there really isn't.
There really isn't.
I think it's very easy as a capitalist Western society
I
to like.
suggest doing it in the butt.
There it is.
Ooh.
You know, just to value like,
Wise the best.
pursue your wealth, go get your money, boo. But like, oftentimes, many couples choose not to, and that is okay. And there's a lot of couples that say, "I'm going to not pursue my max possible
financial."
Yes, because I want to be here with you, or it fits our dynamic right now. That's not my jam. That's not what I'm putting my energy into. And I bring my energy to you, or whatever it is.
There have been things in my life in entertainment that I've turned down.
Chippendales
that would have made more money than the things that I have done.
OnlyFans.
All these things. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes
said
to all these
turn
things.
down.
Oh,
Turned down for what?
Chippendales. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Whitney. She's
Like
strong.
I got a weird offer from NASCAR years
So you're gonna
ago
see
to go out and
Okay.
like do touring NASCAR stuff and everything.
butt stuff.
Not only that, also
Okay.
sound stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but I didn't do it because it didn't sound fun.
Yeah.
Like it didn't sound like the life I wanted to be living. Made a lot of money,
Sure.
but it didn't sound like the life I wanted to be doing.
Yeah.
That's
And so
fair.
that's not what I did. And like, same thing with my friends who do Broadway tours. I have friends that do Broadway tours.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And they just do that year round and they love it. And holy shit, is that not the life for me?
There's
Yeah.
also the security of the job itself, and like,
course.
being,
Oh,
being in whatever field you work in, Ryder, like taking a look at this, like, is this a solid position? Because like when I was a clinical director at a drug and alcohol treatment program, I never had to apply for jobs. I was getting
Right.
offers constantly. I was getting 3 offers a month.
Wow,
Right.
Nick, rub it in.
And there was, I just wanted to, throw that out there because I feel like you guys.
I have no
forget.
real point. I just
no
wanted to
real
let
point.
You know.
I forgot what I was talking about. In fact, here's the following sponsor.
No, but the point that I was making with that, actually, now I fucking lost it. God damn it. I remember now. But like looking into it, but like I was getting, like people would throw me a lot of money and they
Yeah.
would just give me an offer, like a ridiculous amount of money. And then there was several times where I was just like, if you're willing to offer me that kind of money, I know you're not going to make it.
Right. Right.
This
right.
is not a job. Like,
That's not a
you don't
sustainable
fucking
salary.
know
Yeah.
how
that's
this
true,
is going to
too.
work.
You just want me to
And
show
so-
up and build it, and
Yeah.
then you're going to fire me in 6
Exactly.
months.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's
Then
what
I
this
will be
is.
back in the same position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No thanks.
No, Ryder, I think all of us are kind of advocating for this argument that, like, it's okay for you to kick all the tires on this idea. I really like Jacob's suggestion because in this scenario, this is exactly the kind of thing I want a couples counselor involved in. I want you to be sitting down with your partner and talking through what's the math, but like what are the intangibles? And honestly, I think too often we discount these things. I mean, oftentimes gender plays a big role in this. And it's one of these things that like in this modern society, we try to just wave our hands at. But oftentimes the masculine person in the relationship enjoys kind of being a little bit more of the important role
Being
with
the
this.
breadwinner?
Yeah, you call it that, or the foundation, or the anchor. And sometimes if it's like, well, I could be making double what you make, but we would have to leave all this. Sometimes the masculine role is like, well, I really like the fact that I
If
provide.
Laura could make twice what I make, I would sign up for that right now.
That's what
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
you'd
a
be
real
okay
man
with it.
would be like,
I feel
fuck
like you'd
yeah,
be
let's
okay.
fucking
Yeah.
I
go.
have no
Unfortunately,
problem.
she's still
Many
making just
folks-
70 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
Fuck Laura.
Yeah. I mean, honestly. Also, she gets voting rights. But, like, I just want to point
Over
that
my
out.
dead
I'm really
body.
happy for her. For
Yeah,
that.
we're pro Laura. So look, you got to bring this to a counselor because there are so many intangibles, so many unspoken, so many emotional components of this. That your partner owning the house, feeling like they're already providing for you, feeling like there's this question of like, what are our personal values? Are we just going to chase money, or are there other life ambitions that we have and personal milestones that we have that perhaps are better suited in our current situation? All of this needs to get sorted out in couples therapy, in my opinion. So I'd love to see you guys dial into a couples therapist. I'd love to see a little bit of an endeavor to really work on that. It's tough because job offers are not hanging around, for multiple months. It's
Well-
usually something you got to make a decision on.
And now's a good time to point out that this question's been sitting in the queue for several weeks.
There
So
we
the
go.
writers already
Nah,
figured
it's
this
probably-
out.
You're
There we go.
welcome.
So
Actually, write us back.
suck.
Let us know what you ultimately decided to do. Look,
Wish we could have helped.
I hope that you have a real therapist because we are a podcast. I don't know if you are aware. We cannot get shit immediately. But anyway, we are excited to hear what direction you ended up going. We are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are answering a question about judgment, advice, and isolation with chronic illness. You are listening to Pod Therapy. And we'd like to thank you for supporting our show. You can go to patreon.com/therapy. Our show today is brought to you by Jake Schneider, Malia, Richard Macy, Sunny Boy, Thunder Cougar, Falcon Scoop, Slurpee Kaye, Motherfucker, Sandra McWaffle, and Alina, as well as Gabriel Adame, Adam Warren, Be Gay, Do Crimes, and Not Kira Knightley. If you're like, hey, that sounds like the last episode, fuck you, I'm reading the last episode script. I don't know how this shit works. Nick's in charge. He went pee-pee right now. I don't know what's going on.
That was fun.
Sign up patreon.com/therapy.
Yeah.
All right, friends. I've got us. So this today, while we were all at the football game, apparently while Jacob was stone cold sober, which I don't love. I feel like you and I, we showed up to hang out. We were having a good time.
Jacob said, "I'll drink all
Here's
the beers."
Jacob just fucking sipping
I'll
on
be
iced tea
sober.
the whole time. And, I want to be clear, I respect your sobriety. But also, I don't like the
Jacob
judgment.
drank the same amount of drinks I drank, and he does not seem that
He is
tipsy.
easily double your
I
size.
definitely drank more drinks than you drank.
He is double your size. There is 0%
Oh, sure.
chance. He's fine.
Wait, we drank the same amount.
Nick, you
I
had
do
like
this for a
2
living.
beers. Yeah,
I do
Jacob's
this
a grown ass man. Anyway.
Jim, what questions do we have?
So I went to the Discord and I let everybody ask us some questions. And so instead of trivia today, we're going to go through some questions that came through the Discord.
All
so
right.
First question for the team here. If you had to play one casino table game for the rest of your life, which would you choose and why?
Roulette.
So Jacob's clearly going to be the best educated answer.
Oh,
So let's let him go last. Whitney, you're saying roulette.
Roulette is
Have you
my game.
played roulette?
I have it. I've dabbled.
Roulette is the game with the spinny wheel and the
Spinny
ball
wheel.
that lands on one number on the wheel. You can bet on the number. You can bet on the color. You can bet on evens or
You can
odds.
split it.
Yeah.
too. That's why I like it, because you can put your little chippy in like a corner.
Okay.
And if it lands on one of those, you get some money back.
It's a good group game.
It is very fun with
Yep.
other
It's a
people.
fun game to have everybody at the table. Everybody's rooting for you.
Everyone's rooting tooting.
Yeah.
And I just like that you can play a little longer.
Okay.
Probably you could do blackjack too, but
So, all right.
yeah.
So I assume bingo does not count as a table game.
Okay.
All right.
You can assume that.
Okay. Does it? I feel like it's.
I think we run the
never
show. I
played.
think we can answer whatever the fuck we want
All right.
to.
Look, if we're talking about games in a casino that I could play for the rest of my life, it's easily bingo. Easily bingo. And Whitney has dropped
It's
the
on
mic
my
from her
list.
face.
It's on my
I
list.
want to take you to
And
play
it's
bingo.
let's go
When you
next
said let's
weekend.
go play bingo, I was all in. I
am
want
I
to do
invited this time?
We invited you to
You were
football, you
invited, Nick.
asshole.
Fuck off! You were
You've
invited.
never not been
You
invited to
wanted
anything.
To work on your
You're
house.
just responsible.
He knew that he wasn't really
let's go
invited
play
to football.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Nick,
love
when you
bingo.
move into your house, because we'll invite you to play bingo
Next
after.
weekend.
When are you having a
Okay.
housewarming party? Can we come over?
Because we're going to invite you to bingo on that night.
Yeah.
Jim, you didn't get the.
I love bingo.
We've
Bingo's
already had the
great.
housewarming
It's a
party.
fun
Had the
time.
housewarming.
Somebody has to win in the room.
But-
and I like those odds.
Okay.
So I enjoy it. You also get 2 free in Vegas. You get 2 free drinks. So it's usually $20.
You sign up.
Yeah, so you get $20, you get all the games, and you get 2 free drinks. You tip a little bit. Great. It's 1 hour. It's in and out.
Do you
It's-
play at
it's
like South
easy.
Point? Where do you play at?
Anywhere, but
Them?
South Point, yes.
BM?
So South Point's the move.
Nick,
So
favorite casino table game?
if you had to play one table game for the rest of your life,
Craps.
Craps
by
is
far.
the answer.
what is craps?
Absolutely.
Is
No.
craps the dice one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Craps
Oh,
is
No one
the
knows what's
most
going
fun.
on.
Dude, I love. So I went.
It's the
to,
most complicated one, but it is the most fun.
When I went back to Iowa, I spent a few days back in Iowa, and so needed to find a hotel. So of course, I went to the casino.
Of course. You went
and
where you
stayed-
felt at home.
Exactly. I felt very much at home.
Yeah.
Everybody laughed. Everybody's like, "You come from Vegas and you go back to
'Cause
Iowa. You're going to stay at the casino.
Yeah, because I get
Yeah.
this.
So I went down to the casino floor. The table minimum for craps,
$5.
$5.
I
I was like, oh, I'm here all night.
You won't find that in
my
Vegas.
game,
night.
You
baby.
won't find that in
Yes.
Vegas. Oh,
no,
my
you
gosh.
can't find anything under $25. You cannot find a
Not on the
table
strip.
minimum under $25. But yeah, I would do craps.
And for people who don't know how to play craps, which is a lot of people.
Yeah, what
you
is
put
craps?
down-
I don't know what you're
The
talking
minimum
about. So
bet is just that. It is the minimum bet that you are allowed to bet. But with craps, you're placing quite a few bets.
Oh, you've got multiple.
You're placing
bets
4 or 5
all the time.
or even more than that bets at a time, and each of those has to meet the minimum.
Honestly, I probably understand maybe 40% of
Yeah, you're
the
doing
total
great.
bets.
Wow.
And that's enough to play. Like
Yeah.
you could play craps understanding 10% of the actual game. And it is so much fun once you understand how to play.
Whitney, you are pro roulette.
Roulette.
I
I'm
like
roulette.
bingo. You're saying craps.
Craps all day.
Yeah.
Jacob, what's your move?
Oh, I'm with Dick. I'm on craps.
You're also on
Oh my
craps.
God.
craps is
crap.
the most fun. If you have a group going, it doesn't even have to be a group of people
Why?
that you know. Because it's just a party. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's
Everyone's
together.
betting
Seem
the
punk.
line
It's-
or whatever.
yeah, everybody's
It seems
Like
like a
the
good
roll
time.
of the dice affects everybody.
It's
pretty
intimidating
equally.
when
Yeah.
you're like me. You
There's
don't
a
know
lot
how
of
to
So everybody's
play.
kind of either riding or dying at the same
And
time.
then, if somebody is playing really well, everyone's winning money.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
It's not
it
like
is-
at blackjack. Like
Yeah.
if one guy at the end of the table on blackjack is making $1,000 a hand,
yeah.
everybody else could still be losing $10 a hand.
Is
and
this
it doesn't
the
make a
game?
difference.
This is the game where the hot girl blows on your dice, right?
Yeah, she
my
does.
she doesn't have to be hot, but yes.
A girl
That's fine.
does blow.
Any
It's
girl
my
blowing on your
experience, she
dice
never
Depends how many
is
girls
pretty
blow
hot.
on your dice.
In my experience, no hot girls want to talk to me.
Yeah.
Number 2.
I've never been to a craps table with women. I'm just realizing
No.
that.
Okay.
It's
no
always been
women
dudes.
want to discuss anything with me.
Yeah. Number
Yeah,
2.
that is not portrayed
Second
well.
question out of our Discord. Respectfully, my husband would like to ask, what other common activities have any of the hosts not done? This question is asked after learning that Jim has never used a frying pan. So
Wait,
what
what?
common activity have you as a host never done, but you know is very common and
I've
you've just never tried it?
seen an episode of Friends.
Really?
I just rewatched.
That's an
I just
effort.
watched that the
Wait
first
a
time
minute.
through.
You have
a
to
few
Wait a
minutes
minute.
ago.
accidentally have
wait a
watched an
minute.
episode
No,
of
no,
Friends.
no.
I've seen clips.
Yeah, call his ass out, Nick.
I think I heard this on ICS.
SJ believes that we watched all of it.
Yes.
Oh.
During COVID.
What?
No, not during COVID.
Oh, wasn't it during COVID?
Like during
How are
college.
you on the fence
Oh,
between we
okay.
haven't watched any of them and we've watched
thinks you watched
all
all
of
of
them?
them.
SJ believes that we watched all of them in college.
Would that be with her other boyfriend? Maybe she's remembering.
possible.
She-
But I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, it's
I'd love to think that she's
Wait,
not just
SJ
making
said
shit
you've
up.
watched
I
all
love
of them, and you say
I
none.
love when Laura's like, "Oh, remember that movie? We went to that movie." It's like, no, we didn't. we did not go to that movie.
that was not
Oopsie.
That was
me.
not you and me. That went to that
Yeah.
movie.
Okay, so watched Friends.
Yeah, so
is-
I've never seen an episode of
Jacob's off.
I've never seen an entire episode of Friends.
Wow.
And my wife does believe that we watched all of it. She's just wrong.
You've seen clips.
I've seen clips.
So if I showed you all 6, I think, characters of Friends, if I asked you identify all of these people,
no.
you couldn't
You
do
wouldn't?
it?
No. I could give you Rachel. I
Yes.
know is what's her name?
Okay.
Is
the
who?
Doing real good.
You're not doing great.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
There we go. And who is she?
Jennifer Aniston is Rachel.
Good job. Good job.
Okay.
I know that because of the hairstyle.
Yeah, the Rachel.
Fine.
The Rachel.
Yes.
That's the thing. Who is Courtney Cox in there? What's her name?
Oh, I don't know.
The
And I
dark-haired
love
girl?
I love Courtney Cox.
Is Sarah
I
Michelle
love her. I love her
Gellar-
genuinely, like in other things that she does and everything.
Yeah.
I think Courtney Cox is fucking brilliant. I don't know her character name.
You don't know
No.
Monica is her character.
Monica.
Oh, Monica.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't. In his
That did sound
defense,
familiar.
I didn't know either. And
No,
so
and then what's the
I'll
other?
take
Who's the
that.
other?
Who's the blonde girl?
Phoebe.
Wait, I
That's
was going
it.
to say her real name.
And then there is Chandler.
Chandler Bing.
Chandler Bing.
He's the one that died, right?
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
He's the actor that died.
And there's
Okay.
Joey, who I feel like you would recognize in a lineup.
He's goofball.
whoa.
No, that's not.
That's it.
different
Oh,
Joey.
that's it. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
never
from
mind.
Blossom.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
There's also Ross, kind of the
Neurotic.
Ross.
just not.
He's Courtney Cox's.
He's the standard looking dude.
He's
yeah.
David
David
Schwimmer.
Schwimmer. Yeah.
Schwimmer's name is Ross?
David
Yeah.
Schwimmer is Ross.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
definitely thought
Joey.
it sounded. I definitely thought it started with an S.
Well, why not?
Ross.
I don't know that I'm
That
against
ended with
it.
an S. I was mistaken about the placement. You're right.
So, Whitney, Nick, what is a common activity that you have never done? So my activity is obvious. The writer cites it that I've never used the frying pan, which I actually did the other day. I caused
Way to
a
ruin it, Jim.
huge fucking fire
Oh my god.
in our house.
That checks out.
I was just trying to use a frying pan on chicken.
I thought about you the other day because
Okay.
Lowe's has a deal right now
Okay.
on fire extinguishers.
Honestly, it's
Two
fine.
of them
I
for
need to read it.
$35.
Holy
That's a
shit!
good
Are
deal.
you serious?
Yeah.
Nick
I bought
said,
it.
"I'll give me
Good,
one. I'll
good
get
middle
Jim
sized.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
I mean, it'll put out a normal fire.
That's
not-
what
maybe
I
not
need.
one that you-
That's
you'd
what I need.
You'd have to have both of them.
Yeah. Well, I'll go
Going-
through 2 in a year, but honestly, it's a great
no,
deal.
I mean in one fire, like Wyatt Earp with one in each. hand.
Yeah. little pew pew pew. Okay. So yeah, mine is using a frying pan. I still have not successfully
fire
done that.
extinguisher.
Is there a thing that you think about that you're like,
this
you know
will
what? Everybody's
surprise-
done this. I haven't done this.
This will surprise all of you.
Oh, here it is.
I've never been cow tipping.
Really?
Never.
I'm honestly shocked.
Yeah.
Is that
Cow
okay?
tipping?
Is this you? Is this a very vulnerable moment for
It
you?
is. Yeah, I'm starting to tear
Does
up
your
a little
sister
bit.
know? Is this something
No,
that
I hope this
Carrie.
never makes the air.
Oh, she's gonna know. She's in our fantasy football league,
Yeah.
so she's gonna be aware.
Yeah.
Jeez, bud.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So you
For
never
just
did
$1
it,
a
huh?
day.
Yeah, there it is.
Nick Tangeman.
Nick, you
cows
could honestly.
Has stood
Can
at
be
the
tipped.
edge of many a cattle pasture.
There it is.
But has never
Never
tipped one over.
and tip over.
All cattle have remained on 4 legs.
There it is.
At all times while Nick Tangeman was in their presence.
Wow.
I mean, how would you like it if while sleeping, like
No.
somebody just
No. I want to be clear.
I'm sorry, I have empathy.
No.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no. Nobody's upset at you.
Okay.
I'm just
All
shocked
right. Good.
because I feel like it's a rite of passage in the place you grew up in.
It
Also, what's the Patreon level that you would drive to a place in which we could tip cattle?
Oh, 75 cents? I don't know.
That's we can't pay the gas in that. Jacob has run across the room
that was
and he
not
is
kind.
tipping.
That was very unkind.
He tried to tip Nick.
Unkind.
Successfully. I tipped him.
Whitney, what is something that you've never done that like the majority of human beings have done at some point in their life?
I don't know. Like I.
There it is. I assumed it was going to be butt
That
stuff.
was the obvious.
Yeah, there it is. What a
But
prude.
no, I watched Friends late also.
Okay.
It was like just a couple years ago. I was like, I'm gonna watch through this show because I've seen like an episode here or there, like on TV.
Yeah.
Not from start to finish, you know. The OC, I started watching that for
Oh,
funsies because I'd never watched that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's something normal?
I've never
You don't know
seen
what's
all of
normal.
MASH.
I've
And I
never
feel like
watched
that's a
MASH.
pretty common one.
But you're after that. That's before. That's
Yeah,
before you
A little
That's like me
around.
saying,
Yeah.
oh,
You're too
I
young
watched all
for
the
that.
Brady
Get away
Bunch,
from that one,
like-
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been ice skating?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been.
She's
Oh
been ice
my
skating. Is that a
gosh.
common thing? She's in
She's
Texas.
in the Olympics. You
She grew
didn't
up
know
from
about
Texas. She doesn't fucking know how to ice skate.
Okay. Let me just school you super quick. Okay. My grandma, I've said this on this podcast before, was in the ice capades, and every single grandchild, man or woman, had to try ice skating at some
Okay.
point. So my brother did ice skating, any of my cousins, boy, girl, didn't matter. You tried ice skating. So I did it for a while, and then I decided I didn't want to wake
Wasn't
up
for you.
early.
Okay.
Because I was
Yeah, because we're pretty sure that
Brat.
Whitney's grandmother and my old friend
Yes.
know each other.
Yes.
Okay.
Because my old
Wait.
friend was the choreographer for the Ice Capades.
Yes.
that? You didn't want to wake up early? Did the ice melt at 8 a.m.?
Yeah.
No, so my grandma was from the Northeast. She grew up in like Connecticut or somewhere, and Lake Placid. That was where she
Yeah.
started ice skating on. It was totally totes adorbs.
Nice.
But me being from Texas, she moved at like 21. You know, got married right out of freaking, I don't know. She didn't go to college, I guess, but right out of high school, married, moved to Texas, had all her kids, and there was a ice rink in Fort Worth called Tandy Center Ice Rink. I would love for anyone on here. It does not exist anymore. But if you know what Tandy Center Ice Rink is, please comment because I would die. But that's where I did ice skating at. So I grew up in Arlington, and I would take this little tram or bus into Fort Worth in the morning at like 6 a.m. And I would go ice skating. My grandma was like 70 years old, and so she had us all ice skating. I have tons of pictures of me as a kid ice skating. And the problem with ice skating for funsies now is that all the ice skates are dull. So
Yes,
anyone looks
that
like an
is
idiot
true.
ice skating on those.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me some sharp ice skates and I'll
That's
fuck up
true.
some ice rinks.
That is
but
very true.
like, you're out there, I rented these ice skates that are like flat. I'm like,
Yeah.
no one can
Yeah.
ice skate on those.
And
I
the
don't care
ice
who
is
you are.
garbage. Like
Well,
most of the places you go to skate, the ice is
Well,
garbage.
and Nick doing like ice hockey, I know you understand that because it's
Oh,
the
for
exact
sure.
fucking same.
Yep.
It's
Right.
like you're gonna look like a dumbass out there with some flat,
Yeah.
like dull ice skates.
Yeah.
But
the very
no.
first time I ice skated, I didn't know that the ice skates, when you buy them new out of the box, don't come sharpened.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah. So
Oh no!
So I took them out
Oh,
and went right out on the
no.
ice,
Mm-hmm.
and yep, nope,
I just
you-
fell over.
Oh no, you look like Bambi.
Oh
Usually you're like,
yeah,
I've ice
yeah,
skated for
you're-
years.
you're-
Doesn't care.
No,
Doesn't
it's-
matter.
That's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah,
No,
it's
my
terrible.
grandma was like 70 years old still teaching ice skating. And so we went to the ice rink. My parents would sit and eat like chips and salsa while we were all ice skating out there. And
Nice.
so, yeah, it was great. No, I can ice skate.
I like ice skating.
That's my long.
Good questions.
I don't know. I got to
listeners.
think on that for a
I
while.
like that
That's
one.
something-
Well, we've got another question into the show, and the question is judgment, advice, and isolation with chronic illness. Hi, Jim and Nick. Dr. Jacob,
Good evening.
still doctor, actually, unfortunately, and Whitney. I'd love your take on chronic illness from a mental health perspective. First, how do you deal with other people's reactions when you share that you are chronically ill, especially judgment, fixing, or unsolicited advice, interrogation, or disbelief? This often shows up as, have you tried ...
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
can't live like that. What doctor said this? What diagnosis were you given? Or the unspoken, this is in your head, or you're being irrational. Many of these responses seem well-meaning, but they can feel invalidating and emotionally exhausting over time. Second, how do you cope with the isolation that often comes with chronic illness, particularly if you don't have a partner or close family member and don't have the energy to build new in-person connections, or may not be able to leave the house much at all? How do you live with isolation and limited practical support without becoming emotionally dysregulated, overwhelmed, or stuck in despair? I'm not asking how to fix isolation or be told to build a larger support system, but rather how to stay emotionally regulated and psychologically well when isolation is a reality you can't immediately change. Thanks so much for the work you do. I really appreciate the podcast. Signed, a listener. No pronouns given.
Aw. That's a really tough question, and I kind of appreciate that you said that, listener, you mentioned I'm not trying to find a friend group, but I'm just trying to cope with isolation. Like, that's a very different question than
Right.
how do I beat isolation and like extinguish it. It's more like, how do I cope with it? So that's a very different question. And just you're starting out with people that respond to chronic illness with, have you tried this? That is like,
That would annoy the shit out of me.
I make a real effort when people tell me something, anything that's wrong with them, anything like that, to not give suggestions.
Yeah.
I make an active effort in my brain to be like, don't give suggestions.
yeah,
They've tried things.
Yeah.
They're just telling you stuff. You don't need to give suggestions. It's fine.
I know.
And I get where it comes from
Yeah.
because people want to be part of the solution.
they want to help. Yeah.
Oh, they want to help.
And honestly, I think part of it is because they feel uncomfortable. So their suggestion isn't really about trying to help you.
Okay.
It's about them dealing with their discomfort in the moment.
That's
But at the
valid.
same time,
Yeah.
like,
It's
if I
both.
come to you and say, Nick, I'm having this problem.
Yes.
And then you're able to just tell me a solution.
Or
So
like
here's
you
the
have a
thing.
family
It
member
is-
who
it
got
is
helped by
magical.
something.
Like
yeah.
that is a great feeling to be able to just say like, oh shit, that's happening to you. You should try this. That
Yeah, yeah.
fixes it. I mean, that's amazing.
If you came to me and said, yeah, I'm dealing with this issue, this chronic issue.
Jim Jobin.
For me, yeah, I have a tremendous amount of empathy, especially for that issue.
Yeah.
Right? I get it.
Yeah,
Man,
I
fucking
understand.
get it. No, it's,
Especially Jim. Yeah.
no, but like
Very chronic.
I feel uncomfortable because I'm a human being. I see I've got another human being that is suffering.
Yep.
And I want to fix the problem, not because I want to fix the problem for the other person. I want to fix the problem so that I don't feel this discomfort.
Yeah.
I
I
want to
think it's
feel
both.
like I contribute. For sure.
I think it's both. I think
For sure.
I think people
And
do
I
want to
think-
fix the problem for the other person,
Yeah,
but they
and-
also want to end the awkward moment.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that we had to deal with a lot in group therapy is when someone becomes very vulnerable and they start expressing what's going on in their life, there is this internal desire right away to jump in and like, I need to fix this for this person.
That's why you can't let them pass
And-
each other the tissue box.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we didn't.
You stay the fuck away from that tissue
Yep.
box.
Because we wanted people to sit in that and to just be able to don't try to solve it, just try to feel it.
Right.
You know, with this other person, try to feel what that's like and understand like
Try to feel it.
try to feel
Yeah.
it. Understand that you
Feel
can't
it.
fix it. You
Feel
just
it. Yeah.
you're like
Uh-huh.
like this person can't fix it. Neither can you. You have to deal with that.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
You gotta
Well,
feel it.
Sometimes it's not even fixing it. I watched a really cute video earlier where it's like this kid opens up his Christmas present and it's like, oh, this is a controller. He has an Xbox and it's a PS5 controller. And so he's like, oh, this is the wrong controller. And the dad's like, oh, mom got the wrong controller. That's silly. The kid's like, it's okay. The little girl in the background's like, humans make mistakes. It was a fucking adorable. And then the dad goes and finds like the PS5 that's
Sure.
actually the gift, right? Like that's why you opened the wrong controller. And everyone in the comments just loses it because then the kid opens up his PS5 and he just sits there and like he's rubbing his eyes with his hand. This is maybe like a 10 or 11-year-old and he's just sitting there. And given the mom is recording him, I hear that. But they just sit there. And like so many comments were like, wow, nobody tried to like jump in and like, oh, it's okay. And oh my gosh, they just sat there for like a good 30 seconds or like an uncomfortable amount of time. This kid is just like,
And no one was wearing clothes?
Wow.
well, it was a child, so people were in clothes, Jacob. I'm
Good.
sorry
Oh, that's
to tell
good.
you.
Thank
I'm sorry
goodness.
to tell
Yeah.
you.
Which
This
was
is much
the
better than your
implication.
regular videos that you
Yeah, yeah,
describe,
Well,
Whitney.
I think
weren't
Jacob's
supposed-
implication was they should be.
You
Yeah.
weren't-
And he was
you weren't
discouraged
supposed
to
tell
find they
everyone
might
about
not be.
those videos, Jacob. We had an agreement.
Yes.
Okay. So on to the
Whitney Epstein.
the appropriate
Can we do that?
Video.
Can we make that a thing?
Release the Whitney Epstein files.
Shit. Shit. But no, I love it because in the comments section, everyone's like, I kind of love how this family just let this kid like
Right.
sit and be happy,
Yeah.
emotional, sad, whatever emotions he's feeling, just let him sit
Yeah.
there with it. And I think that's really valid.
Yeah,
Like,
for
I don't
sure.
know. I love it.
Yeah. Chronic illness is one of the most difficult things that a human being can go through, not just physically, obviously, but psychologically. And it's just so profound, like the isolation that goes with this. And I appreciate the writer kind of giving us a glimpse into some of the common reactions that people often have. You know, oh, well, have you tried doing this?
I
Or,
love
"Oh."
the idea of being like, I've had this all my life. Oh my God, I never fucking thought
Have
of
you
that.
heard of
Thank you
acupuncture?
so much.
Ted and
Wow.
Sales fixed this for me.
Yeah. Jesus.
Have you tried prayer?
Yeah, but what about this? Or, you know, just
Have
this
you
other
tried prayer?
diagnosis. And, like, it's
I mean, I know that people
unfortunate.
just have to be like people in this situation just have to be just an automatic response as soon as they hear the words "Did you try?" They just go, "Yes, I tried."
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I tried it.
Tried it all.
Whatever you're gonna say, I tried it.
Yeah, it turns out I have medical professionals who
I've
have
been doing
also,
this for 40 years. Shut your fucking mouth. I tried
and
it.
it's tough because, like, I think that I've been guilty of this sometimes where somebody's, you know, telling me about their woes and telling me about their health. and there is this sense, like, and it maybe it's more of a masculine urge. I've heard women say they don't have this urge as much, but like there's sometimes a masculine urge to like try to solve it, you know, and like, oh, you're presenting me a bunch of facts and you're inviting me to weigh in or try to solve this, when I have to realize that's not at all what you're doing. You're just sharing, you know, and I need to just witness it and honor it and not necessarily try to do anything with it. But no, the writer talks about that. Have you tried this? You can't live like that. What doctor told you this? What diagnosis were you given? And I really appreciate the writer's point of the unspoken implication that this is all in your head, right? That this is somehow irrational. And we've seen this a lot with folks that have chronic illness.
Yeah. Well, and I was going to say too, like, I think one of the things that, like, kind of hearing you talk about that reminded me of this story, and it's not about chronic illness, but it's, I always try to relate, and I don't know, I don't think about doing this. I just think I do it kind of instinctively, but I try to relate to what is it like for that person, and relating to that person emotionally as opposed to trying to fix the problem.
Okay.
Like, because I remember playing, so when I was in college, I was working at this hockey pro shop. Basically, we sold hockey equipment, and one of my coworkers, there's only like, it was just he and I. We pretty much just did the store ourselves and kind of ran it. And he had a very promising hockey career. Like, he was a star in high school. He went out, he played junior A, and everybody was expecting, like, oh, this kid's he's gonna go far.
He's gonna make it.
Yeah. And he
Junior A, by the way, is just the Canadian version of juniors.
Okay.
junior A.
Hey?
Ah,
Ah,
there it is.
where's our drum set?
I got you.
So
Pretty happy with that one, by the way.
that was a good one. Well worth it. And so, like, at one point he just decided, he's like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. This isn't for me. And he's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to pursue this anymore. And so he stopped. And then he's now working at this store. And so many people were coming in and just being like, hey man, what happened?
Oh,
and
wow.
you know, like, oh, we thought you were going to
Yeah.
do great. And he kept having to tell this story over and over
poor
again.
guy.
And I just eventually I said, like, do you ever get tired of hearing that? Like, that'd be very frustrating for me to have to
Like,
tell the story all the
annoying.
time. And just the weight off of his shoulders when I said that, he's like, thank you.
Oh, wow.
He's like, you're
No one
the
even
first person
thinks
that's
of
ever recognized that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's one of those things where, you know, it would be great, you know, with people dealing with chronic pain, for just one person just say, like, wow, shit, that must be really difficult.
God damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, how do you get by?
No solution.
How do you make it? Yeah, not trying to fix it,
Yeah.
but just like
I'm
Being
just sitting in
curious.
it with you.
connect to the person.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shit, that must be really difficult.
What's that like?
Yeah.
Just being genuinely curious to learn more
Yeah.
and
So,
not try to solve it.
this feedback does nothing for the writer, but for
Wow,
those-
you're a woman? How does that even work? Like, how do you
up
how do you
with
get
the
through
whole
life
girl?
like that?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you're so like emotional all the time.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
How? What is it like? What is it like not being able to think things through?
Yeah. Do you need advice? I can help. I could probably help. No, but writer, this
I'll
is
explain it to you.
There you go. This is a really, really meaningful question. And when the writer talks about, like, you know, that fundamental question of, like, so, like, what do I do about this, right? Like, I mean, I'm not asking you guys to fix this or, you know, but the isolation is a hard thing. And trying to build that larger support system, stay emotionally regulated and psychologically well when you're in kind of a permanent state of fundamental isolation because others do not understand.
Yeah.
And it's just so tough, right? Because, like, I think we're all big fans of finding support groups. Oftentimes you can, you know, like even cancer or things like that. There are support groups, people are going through this. Chronic pain is so difficult to pinpoint.
It's very
right?
invisible.
It is.
I think that's the biggest
So
I think it falls into, and maybe the writer will naysay me on this, but from my understanding, it falls into oftentimes that kind of category of stuff that a lot of people don't give a shit about.
Right.
Because and oftentimes it falls into like people with lung cancer, people with type 2 diabetes,
Right.
those kind of your fault diseases that
Sure.
people kind of lump into those. And I feel like so often people with chronic pain get lumped into that. Sometimes because people with chronic pain have that because of like sports injuries or
Right.
different lifestyle choices and whatever. But sometimes people just have fucking pain.
Was this a chronic pain? I thought this was just chronic illness.
Well, the person's talking about chronic illness. You're correct, more so than chronic pain, but the isolation that comes with that, right?
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, I
like,
would say, the nice thing is that the day and age that we live in is we've got online communities, which
that's
can be very
huge.
useful.
Goes a
Yeah.
long way.
Like 4chan or others.
Or
If you don't wanna
Discord.
do-
Our
yeah, if you don't
Discord,
wanna do
honestly.
4chan.
Patreon.com/therapy.
Between the two, I'd pick patreon.com/therapy.
Yeah, between
over
us and
4chan.
4chan, probably us.
Yeah.
We're under less federal indictments.
One of them is a lot more interesting.
Yeah. And one of them's under less federal indictments. And that's us.
Not no federal indictment.
Not none. We're
Is
still
anyone
cool.
Is anyone not under any federal indictment anymore?
It's
Come
a
on.
weird age we live in. Everybody's got a little taste of the Fuhrer.
No, when I
Laura?
have,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go.
Nope,
when I have
veto.
clients,
No, yeah, that's right. Remember?
I didn't say anything.
We like
I misheard something.
You misheard.
when I have clients who have maybe chronic medical illnesses that aren't as obvious or people can't see as easily, the number one challenge I hear from them is they're feeling kind of isolated, feeling like they don't have a large support group. One thing I try to remind them of is even us kind of healthy people out there, we don't have a large support system either.
Sure,
Is a
yeah.
little bit normalizing. Like, do you have like
that's fair.
two
Yeah.
people that you can like FaceTime, like schedule a FaceTime
Right.
with or
Right.
or call when you need something? Like, if you can find two people, I think you are in the norm. Because I think there is
Then, like, you got a problem. Like, I got a real problem. I need to FaceTime somebody about this problem.
yeah, or like, hey, do you have time this week? When
Yeah.
are you available? And can we schedule?
I got
a
some
FaceTime?
heavy shit to lay on you.
Or like,
Not in this room.
Jim said no.
I was supporting your painting problems. Okay.
I wasn't even painting. That's how much you weren't supporting
What?
me. Is
You
that I
said
wasn't
something-
even painting.
Something about painting.
You don't even listen.
Chronic
I was
housing.
reading first off, and I'm offended because I struggle to read. Really?
Screen door.
I wish
Screen
you would have
door.
known that.
Screen door.
If you're a
Screen
good
door.
friend, you'd have known
You know
that
what?
I'm
Jim
not
said
good at
screen
reading.
door earlier, and he still said painting now, so I don't even know.
Thank you. Thank
Who
you.
can say?
But something I try to at least a little bit normalize is that even us normies out there, like, we have a tiny handful of people. If you really needed
Right.
something, who would you think to reach out
Sure.
to? Like, can you think of more than 2 to 3 people? Like,
Right.
maybe not.
No.
And so when I talk with my clients who are like, yes, I could reach out to maybe 10 different people, but who would I really rely on? 2,
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
3. And so when I talk to my clients who have maybe like severe medical issues or things like that, they can only think of 2 or 3, but they know those 2 to 3
So
people
I
would
used
be
to-
there.
Yeah, I used to do this exercise in group therapy where we would have people, they would create like a target, like a little circle and then a larger circle around that one, a larger circle around that one. And they would list out all of the people in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would place them
Okay.
in that target. So they would
Okay.
know like
How
how
close
close
to
to the
center.
center is
Got it.
this
We're getting
person.
serious. Like,
Yeah,
I
so
need
like
you.
these are the people that when shit went down and you needed help.
Yeah.
That's the innermost circle. And then there's friends who like you're really close to, but they're not quite there. And they kind of plotted people out. And it was
Yeah.
helpful for them to be able to see where they needed growth.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't have enough people in this inner circle. Or,
Yeah.
this person who I thought was really close, actually, when I think about it, no, I wouldn't trust them with these certain things. This is working in drug and alcohol treatment. So like,
It's
they're
probably-
listing their dealer on there. It's like,
Right.
okay, well, yeah, I guess he's not as close of a friend as I thought he was.
Sure.
Maybe he's a little bit further out.
But no, I think like dealing with addiction and chronic illness weirdly isn't too far off because you have
Sure.
a small circle. Like, who are the people that are really going to be there for you? And chronic illness, or especially physical illness, the circle does get small because I have found with like my clients who deal with extreme, I guess, medical challenges, the circle gets very small because people are overwhelmed
Right.
by that. And I know the writer just said chronic illness, so that could mean a wide array of things. But I have had clients who have a lot of medical issues, and the circle does get very small. You're very right. Are very valid. There's not a lot of people you can reach out to, but I would say maybe really honing in on the people that mean a lot to you, doing what you can to reach out to them. For example, I have a friend or two who maybe like I'm one of their few close friends, and when they reach out, maybe they reach out to me more than I reach out to them for like help, let's say. But then every like 3 times or so they reach out to me, they're saying, hey, I know it's been a while since I checked in. I do want to connect with you. Like they make it a note to check in with me because they know that socially they need to do that, but also they care about me. But I know that they're like checking or clocking that like, hey, I can't just take.
They're also keeping track.
They're keeping track a little bit. And I kind of value that as a person that I love to give. I have more to give. I have more ability to give. So like I'm okay giving more, but I value that they're clocking like, hey, I've been taking. Now I need to give a little. And like that is kind of part of friendship. So as someone with like a chronic illness or feeling that loneliness, I would say keeping track of the people that are important to you. There may only be 1 or 2 people, and that's okay. But like maybe give back what you can to those people.
I would also say perhaps you didn't say any of this. I'm making shit up now. But perhaps a little bit of grace to yourself and a little bit of grace to your friends as you're going through this. As you know, it's fucking rough. And as I'm sure you know, it is real rough being friends with someone who has a chronic condition. And there are people in your life that I bet it is a little tough on your day-to-day to think really great thoughts about them because you go like, also they haven't really been around to help out that much.
Yeah.
Right.
But everybody's got shit going on.
Right.
Everybody's got their lives going on around them. And so I would say to you, maybe make it a little bit easier on yourself to not only kind of dismiss people from the any perceived obligation to helping, and also to do that same thing with that responsibility of it.
I like that.
So if you are kind of holding on to people and saying being maybe a little miffed at people for not helping out maybe as much as they could. Maybe cut them a little bit of slack, a little bit on that.
Yeah.
And I say that for you more than I say it for them.
Right.
It's easier on you if you just cut those people that slack and say like, hey, if you're not in a spot where you can help out right now, cool.
Right.
I'm just living life over here.
Sure.
Like you're not responsible for me, and let them go with that.
Yeah. It's a very difficult thing to gauge, like how much investment other people need to be making in your life, and it's very easy to accumulate resentment in the sense of like absence and isolation. And it is a really hard thing because I think there is a natural human tendency to avoid, if we're being real, illness.
Yes.
There is a sense.
People don't know what to do with that.
I've heard folks tell me before that when they had cancer, even though people know rationally that cancer is not contagious, there is this isolation.
People don't know what to say or do.
They don't know
when
what to
they've
say.
never interacted with that before.
Right.
When they've had the privilege of never having been in contact or personally dealing with something like cancer or long-term illness, they don't know what to do, so they pull back.
It is true. And I think a lot of people, A, out of confusion, and B, out of some kind of deep intrinsic sense of discomfort. And
because they hate you.
And also C, they hate
you.
It's not fair.
Yeah. There needs to be a lot of grace that goes along with that, and finding people who can support you where they're at.
Yeah.
Which I agree with everybody else's comments that there's a way to cultivate that, and then there's a way that kind of doesn't really help. So, writer, we're sorry to hear what you're going through. I'm really glad you're part of our community, and I hope that you're making use of it. By the way, I say this a lot. I'm really proud of our community, patreon.com/therapy, which I realize when you hear me say as a host, sounds like me running a commercial. But I just want to really promise you the show's not profitable. Like, we're just really proud of the community that we've built. The folks that pay the bills, make sure the show continues to function. But you can go and you can join our Discord, and we really have channels for people just to share, and for other folks who really like mental health and are really trying to just be really kind humans. They're often very curious and they want to meet you where you're at. And I realize it's just an online relationship, but sometimes in life that's really useful because you realize these folks don't owe you anything and they're just really trying to approach you as a human being. And sometimes they're very interested in what your shared experience is. So I hope that's something you'll take advantage of. But I really agree with the other hosts and just the very unique situation that you're in. I support you, friend. I'm sorry for what you're going through. And I really hope this is something that you find that you can navigate.
I love when our Discord, when we post the episode, there's always, somebody will open up a thread for that specific episode, and people will jump in and say, hey, in regard to question 2, here are my thoughts. I fucking love that.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best things.
Because there's so many times, there's never a time that I read through that and don't read something that I hadn't thought of.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm just like,
somebody adds something
that makes perfect
genius.
sense.
Oh, I get on there and read those and I go, sucker!
There it is. There it is. I love it when people jump in.
I don't read them.
And there it is.
Yeah,
I love it when
you
people...
didn't even have to say that.
Yeah, we assumed it. But I love it when people... You're right, Nick. They jump in and they say, hey, I've related to this. I lived this. Here's how I did a little bit better.
Yes. No, our Discord is wonderful.
It's
our
huge.
Discord, people share their own experiences there.
Yes.
And it's like Jim was saying, if you are, I know we're jumping into this early, whatever. We're all over the place tonight. If you are interested in funding this, if you're interested in making this something that you do, patreon.com/therapy.
Yeah.
That's where you can go to help out with that.
And you'll find a great community there.
Yeah.
And,
It's fantastic.
I hope that we can support you, writer. I hope that you'll join us. Again, we don't really care about the dollar. The dollar, literally, we won't feel it. It'll go straight
$3
to
a month.
There you
$3
go.
a month minimum.
Put it in there.
real.
But, honestly, just do what you got to do to shortcut your way into our Discord. Get in there, introduce yourself to our community. I promise you the people that are in our community, none of us are perfect. We're all just really flawed human beings on the internet. But I think that we're also very supportive and curious and interested in your experience. And I think there's a lot of folks that are sharing similar stories. So I would really hope that you'll come be a part of us. And, at the end of the day, there is no clean answer to your question. I think you knew that when you wrote it. But at the same time, there's a sense of but genuine regard, for what you're going through and just really wanting to see you be successful.
There is, I hate to, you know that I hate to correct you, Jim, but
I know you do.
I have to correct Jim on
Okay.
this. There is actually a very clean answer to your question.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It is only available, though, after 12 continuous months at $20 and
There it
over
is. Yeah.
on Patreon.
We do hide
therapy.
it. Yeah. We hide it.
We hide the answers behind a paywall. But there
Correct.
are, trust us, there are answers.
It's there. Yeah, absolutely. And the more you pay, the more enlightenment
Yeah.
you
And
really
just
receive.
really direct, really helpful answers.
Correct.
Nothing like an alien from somewhere else just dumped spirits into volcanoes.
Okay.
Nothing like that.
Okay. I don't know why we have to bring Scientology into this. I don't know that we
Who
want
said
that
anything about
smoke.
Scientology?
I don't want that smoke, but
I didn't say anything about Scientology.
I consider us Scientology a podcast. And
I honestly thought that was Mormonism.
okay. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are wrapping up the show. You are listening to Pod Therapy. Today's show is brought to you by our producers. In particular, we want to thank Jake Schneider, Malia, Richard Macy, Sonny Boy, Thunder Cougar, Falcon Scoop, Slurpee Motherfucker, Sandra McWaffle, Alina, Gabriel Ladame, Adam Warren, Be Gay, Do Crimes, and not Kira Knightley, which seems awfully defensive. If you'd like to support the show, go to patreon.com/therapy. Got a few more little questions here from the Discord, and then we'll get to the wrap-up portion of the show. What is one of the most important things that you've learned from a client? What's something you've learned from a client? I'll lead us off while y'all two think about that, since I've read this question before. One of the most profound things I heard from a client there was a client at the men's program that I worked at that was on top of Mount Charleston. It was a 2-hour drive up to this place. You had to off-road for like 6 miles. It was really, really hard to get to. We had a 48 men's
program, not a teen program?
48 bed men's program where there was a small teens program up there at one point.
Program up there.
Is there
used
now?
to be.
Yeah, I mean, is intermittent. I mean, I think it was one of those things that like off and on when they
They're all
would have
tucked
it.
away up there too. Like nobody knows.
Very
they exist.
tucked
You
away.
go visit Mount Charleston, nobody fucking knows.
Right, nobody's ever up there.
Okay,
It was very off the grid.
No one returns either.
Yeah, that's right. Once you go
They
up there,
never.
I had a guy
Never
up there who, this was very early in my career. It was actually my very first counseling job. And this gentleman happened to be dying from a terminal illness. But he wanted to get sober before he passed. And he owed that to his family. This is really profound situation where here's this fella, he's had a lifelong challenge with mental health and with addictions. And here he was getting clean and sober because he wanted to end his life as a sober person and reconcile with all his family. And so he just had a lot of deep thoughts. He was reading a lot and reflecting a lot. And every time I sat with this guy, I just felt like, holy smokes, like I'm just experiencing a whole new part of reality never thought about. And he had so many sayings, but one of my favorite ones that he would say that really stuck with me, and I'm sure, and I've actually read this elsewhere, I know it's a quote from somewhere else, but I don't know where it's from, but he would say, the reward for a job well done is to have done it. And in the camp, the men would do everything. They would rake the dirt, and just like stack the rocks in the path and clean everything and pull all the weeds. And they would just really take care of this outdoor community.
Did they ever replace the screen on a screen door?
Okay.
Nick could use a referral.
I'm
I
sure
would like to hire somebody.
I'm sure they did, and I'm sure it was quite easy for them. They didn't really bitch about it, so I assume that it was pretty in and out. But anyway, that was one of the most
They
important
had
things.
the luxury of being high on crack.
I
while doing
learned
it.
from. They were sober at the time, Nick. Jesus. But yeah, one of the best things I learned was this gentleman saying often the reward for a job well done is to have done it. And I've come back to that a lot in my life where I think whenever you do something good and you worked really hard on it, there's a sense of like somebody needs to recognize that. There needs to be a reward for it. But I would often reflect on what that gentleman said, and I'd land on the conclusion that, no, this is it. The reward is that I did this, and I'm really proud of it. And just be done with it and just lay that to bed. So that for me has been one of the more profound things I've learned from a client. What about y'all?
To be honest, I learned something from every client.
I was just going to say there's
Sure,
a
yeah.
lot of little things I've learned.
Yeah,
I couldn't
but
even
it's all-
tell you what it is,
it's
but I've
always
left
little.
sessions being like, oh my gosh, like
Well,
that's amazing.
So much of really good therapy is throwing enough information out there so that the client can take it and go a direction with it.
Right.
And then they teach you how to talk to them.
Yes.
They teach you how to approach them. And so you really learn from them
Yes.
how to interact with them. So like from that perspective, yeah, like I learned something from every single person I deal with, but like something as profound as what Jim had come up with, I'd have to think about that for a while. I know there's been some things, honestly, every client that I had my first 2 or 3 years of
Right.
clinical work, I learned something from.
Yeah.
And like, I wouldn't be where I am today without them. Because some of them were just, I think one of my favorite clients that I think I
Wow,
learned a
you
lot
have a
from.
favorite
Oh
client?
boy, here it is.
I have several favorite.
Oh, can you name them?
I hope
What's their
they're
social
listening.
security and their date of birth?
No, the ones that I always really liked were usually the ones that were most disliked by the rest of the staff.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because
This
like
checks
the
out.
ones that I really liked are the ones that were just super honest.
Oh,
And a lot of the other staff liked the ones that would just tell them what they needed to hear.
sure. Yep. They
You
knew
know,
how to play the game.
Exactly. They're just like, don't cause problems. Tell me what I need to hear, and let's just go through this.
Right.
But like the ones that would just come in and would just be completely honest and like have a really genuine intellectual conversation with me, are the ones that I really clicked with.
Right.
And I think the ones that I had the most impact with. But there's one client, there's several that I can think of. But there's one client I had that was that basically came to treatment. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to quit drinking.
Okay.
This was really earned.
Why
Off
are
the-
you
off the
here?
rip, he's
Why
like,
are you
nope.
here
Yeah.
then?
Early on, it is a residential treatment program. He comes in, he's like, I'm here because my family wants to be here. I'm not going to stop doing anything.
Right.
So do your little song and dance or whatever.
Do your song.
I'll play.
Nick's
I'll,
a challenge accepted.
I'll dance.
I'll follow the rules. I'll do what I need to do to get out of here, but I'm going to keep.
When Nick jumps
keep
into the footloose dance in the
yeah.
barn.
Yeah,
He's
so then
very
he challenged me
Kevin
to a
Bacon, I see
dance
that.
off. and
Yes.
then,
You showed him.
yeah. But then like one of the things I think that I kind of learned going through that experience is just like, just be genuine and just be like,
Right.
all right, cool. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be here for 30 days.
Sure. Let's do what we can.
What do you want to do?
Right. Yeah.
Like this is
What
on
do
somebody
you wanna
else's
do?
dime. You're
Sure.
not paying for this.
Yeah.
What do you want to get out of it?
Insurance covers this.
Yeah,
What do you want to
so
focus
it's-
on?
Yeah. And at the end, he was like, he thanked me and he's like, you're the only one that's ever taken me seriously.
Wow.
I was like, okay, cool. And, I'm sure he went back to drinking, but he at least left with a
That's part of his
perspective
journey,
like,
whether
yeah.
he drank or not again. Like,
Yeah,
after
exactly.
that.
And then if I the way that I was going to think about it is I think about he left with the understanding that therapy doesn't have to be terrible.
Right.
So he's
Or
more
fake.
likely, so he's more likely to come back to it if needed.
Yes.
So
I like that. What
Yeah.
about you, Whitney?
Gosh, I don't know. I do feel like that. I feel like I've had many moments where I'm meeting with clients and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have like an enlightenment moment. And to
Right.
be honest, as a therapist, it feels very humbling when you have those moments. Internally, I'm
Yes.
thinking, oh my gosh, like I haven't thought about that before, or like I haven't sat with that or whatever. So it can be very humbling to have those moments with clients because I think clients think you know everything
Right.
is what they come into.
They think
therapy
I
for.
know everything. Is that? Do you experience that as well?
Yeah,
I tell
they
them
think
that
you
though.
know everything. Too.
Like
they're like,
I,
oh,
I
do you know
usually-
Jim Jones?
Yeah. Your clients
Like
think
he
I know
knows
everything.
everything, yeah.
In particular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Formerly Dr. Jim Jones?
Yeah.
I'm like,
That guy that lost his doctorate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know
Lost
that
it.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to know everything. So
He
he keeps
used to.
losing his goddamn PhD.
no, I honestly don't know the right answer there, but I have moments where I'm like, in some ways, yes, clients are seeking wisdom, they're seeking answers, and sometimes I give those, but sometimes it's like, oh wow, I haven't thought about X, Y, or Z that you just mentioned. Like that's a really good perspective on
Right.
blah blah blah. Like I have that probably once every couple weeks. I'll have a really genuine moment where I'm like, wow, I haven't like thought
Right.
about this.
Yeah.
And so I love my clients for that. I feel a little insecure sometimes because I'm like, wow, because I'll be pretty honest with my clients. I'm like, wow, that's a really like a hot take or
Kind
whatever.
of a bitch.
Wow, that's really insightful. You think you know more than me? But no,
Punch.
I think I don't know how they take it. Maybe a writer, you can tell me how you would take that if you were sitting in therapy, or like whoever wrote in kind of that question. Like, I don't know. I think it's a vulnerable moment and it shows that your therapist is still a human, but like we are here to help you. We do have maybe more knowledge in a sense of what you're like working on, but it doesn't mean we know everything. And so our clients teach us a ton because they all come from such different backgrounds. Like, gosh, every client I've worked with has come from such a different background. And going into those sessions, I try to spend a minute or two before I log in virtually, typically nowadays. And I sit with that. I kind of review the notes, and I'm sitting with like, who am I logging into, and how do I prepare for that
Yes.
session with them? Because that's going to be different than how I prepare for my session before that.
Yep.
Or my session after that.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a great solid answer. I'd have to think about that.
Jacob,
longer,
what's the
but-
best thing you've learned from your clients?
Oh, don't
Your-
give
your
them
life
too
coaching
much
clients.
reverb on stage. And the onstage foldbacks. The clients are going to ask you for more reverb in the onstage foldbacks. Don't give it to them.
This is all a foreign language,
Solid.
and thank you, Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I would
The
have said.
reverb, yeah,
Yeah, don't do
on
it.
really.
stage. I think so.
I don't like my clients to have too much reverb.
No, give them the amount that you know is correct.
Okay.
Don't give them no reverb, but don't give them as much as they want because they're going to ask for
Gotcha.
too much.
They're gonna
and it's
ask
going to
for
fuck other
more.
things up.
I'm gonna take some.
And they
notes.
don't know what they mean. So you got to read between the lines.
That's right. You gotta help them get what they're looking for.
I like that. As we wrap up
Like
the
with
show,
all of our clients.
There it is. Of course, yeah, as we all mutually understand.
Yeah, we're
as
all on the same page.
Feeding reverb into our clients. Well, honestly, metaphorically. Anyway, as we wrap up
reverb.
the show, we want to remind
The next
you.
album from Seafood Sugar.
There it is. The first album, honestly.
So many albums.
So many. We want to remind you, go to patreon.com/therapy. You can get the extended show ad-free a day early, as well as the extended show. That was it, actually. Never mind. And check out our live Discord community, as well as our spontaneous deep dives, interviews, skill shares, research roundups, and rants. If you have joined our show here in the new year at patreon.com/therapy, we are going to thank you. Today is a little bit of an awkward day, so we
shit out of luck today, buddy.
Yeah, shit
Didn't
out
we
of
do
luck.
that for last?
We'll get you. Yeah, we'll thank
It's
you.
a new month. It's a new year.
It's a
new
whole
month.
new
I
month.
thought we did that
Everything's
last.
upside down.
We did it last year.
No, for new people.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
okay,
newbies.
okay,
yeah.
okay,
If you've
yeah.
joined prior,
We do it every year, Whitney.
That's right. If you've joined prior to
Season,
Sunday, January 4th, we will get around to thanking you in the next episode by name. We are so grateful for you. And of course, we'd like to thank the benevolent, revered, generous, and flagrantly pro-therapy diehards who love you all so much they give till it hurts that their partners pick it. And we want to especially thank our bosses, the mysterious and shrouded Illuminati member of our fan club, the Therapy Producers. Thank you, Jake Schneider, Myra, Robert Brownie Jr., Mint, Smitty Scoop, Richard fucking Macy, Judy Schneider, Malia, Leon Kassab, Carolyn Albert, Kevin Chamberlain, Tess Miller, Dan Martin, Sammy Scoop, Slurpee Kaye, motherfucker, Ben Stanley slapping your face, Sarah Smith, Adam Hathaway, Byler T, Mike Helm, Oscar Swanrose, Paris, A Sunny Boy, Darren Cunningham, Lib, Sandra McWaffle, Team Monaco, Thunder Cougar, Falcon Scoop, Heyo, Hannah Marie, Andrew Langmead, Emma Tonka, and Pony Soprano, Alina, Coda the Lorian Guy, Brady Malachek, Chick-fil-A Show, Gabriel Adame, Sean Sutherland, Max the Ginger Scoop, Chad Mag, Adam Warren, Inka Prince, Sam Cohn, B-Gay Do Crimes, Ellie O'Dare, Not Kira Knightley, Amy Aardvark, and welcoming back Dirty B.
What's up, Dirty B?
If you'd like to
B.
hear this episode uncut and on an episode,
Why wouldn't you?
and enjoy our spontaneous side projects, check yourself down to patreon.com/therapy. And thank you for supporting mental health. Well, that's all the time we got for this week's session. I want to thank our landlords, SJ and the Ruckus and the Scenic Koi Pond Studios. And thanks to all of you who contributed to our show today. We do appreciate it. Remember, pod therapy isn't something you should keep all to yourself. Share the episode with the world. Tag us on the socials when you do. You'll find us at PodTherapyGuys on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter /PodTherapy on Facebook. And don't forget about all the extra goodies at patreon.com/therapy. Do you want to submit a question to the show? Well, you can ask anonymously at www.podtherapy.net. You can also email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com. Or you can go ahead and click the link in the episode description if you're on the main show and be taken to the anonymous Google form. I'm Jim.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Nick.
And thank you. We will see you for your appointment next week.
Say, Nick, that wasn't so bad, was it?
No, that was
You
shit.
did it.
That was absolute shit.
Okay.
Absolute shit.
All right. Appreciate
I don't
the
even
notes.
think we should post this.
All right.
Let's
Well, we're
delete
going
it.
to. There's no world in which
You
we
have
do
no
not.
If you're
Yes.
listening to this, it hasn't been posted. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.